street and doing it strong.
All right, good morning. God bless each and every one of you guys. It is a Motivational Monday, April the 11th, 2022. 17 minutes after the hour. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. That's Senny J and Barbi Cologne, where you get your morning started right. God bless you guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Chat room's wide open. Come on, let's join in. Let's have a good time today, this morning. God bless. Or you can call in the numbers 570-982-6950. Good morning. God bless. Live broadcasting on iHeartRadio, radio.com. We really appreciate you guys. ShawnHarveyMorningShow.com. Thank you so much. Distributed by Comedy World Network. Thank you so much, guys. And all our participating apps and all our participating stations. We appreciate all you guys out there this morning. You can Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. Easy show to find, direct you to all platforms. Thank you so much. We're on YouTube this morning as well. Shout out to everybody over there on YouTube. We definitely appreciate you over there. God bless you. Just go to our YouTube page, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Like and subscribe to the page, and you get notified when we go live after 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. We appreciate you. Also on social media, we're on all social media platforms, every single one of them. This morning we're on Facebook as well. So like and go to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team page on Facebook. Like the page, right? And then you get notified when we go live. There you go. And then also join our group, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team group. This is the only place where you get the morning love. We truly appreciate you. Happy Monday, everyone. It's a Motivational Monday. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Senny J, God bless you. Good to see you on Motivational Monday. Good morning, and how are you?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everyone listening. We have an amazing show for you today on this Motivational Monday. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment news, so you do not want to miss that. Good morning, Barbi.
Good morning, Senny. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Shawn. Here in Bethlehem, we broadcast live to you from right now. It is 34 degrees. Today's high is going to be 62, and it's going to be clear. In New York City, in Stroudsburg, 33 degrees, 61 for the high, clear as well. There's going to be some clouds later in the afternoon, but there should be no rain today. 39 in Newark, New Jersey, 61 for the high, clear, and this morning with some clouds in the afternoon. In New York City, it's 39 degrees, 59 for the high and clear. 53 in Atlanta, 73 for the high. Sunshine this morning, but clouds. It's going to roll it in the afternoon. In Miami, it's 70 degrees, 77 for the high and clear. In Chicago, it's 56 right now, going up to a high of 58 and cloudy. In Los Angeles, it is 58 degrees, 66 would be the high and cloudy. 65 in Louisville, 66 would be the high and rain on and off throughout the day. In Rochester, it is 30 degrees. 64 will be the high, cloudy this morning, and rain overnight, so please be careful. And in New Iberia, 68 degrees, 78 for the high, windy, and rain about 11 a.m. That's the weather I have for you all. What's it look like where you are? Barbi Cologne coming to you live from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J. Where you get your morning started right.
Where you get your morning started right, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. God bless you guys on the Motivational Monday. We're so excited for you to be here this morning with us. We have the morning buzz, guys, and there's one thing that we can guarantee on this show each and every morning. Your head will be buzzing before 9 a.m. Or before 8 a.m. or before 7:30. So join the morning buzz. Sit back and relax, and let's have a good time with that. Senny, what else you got?
We're also going to have front page news with Senny J, where I will let you know what's happening locally and nationally. So stick around for that.
Yes, there will be some Harvey House of Sports. You guys stay tuned.
Okay, so guys, thank you so much. We truly appreciate you guys listening to the show or watching the show this morning on all our podcast platforms. Thank you so much. And also on the social media side, we definitely appreciate you. Also, let's just let you guys know this show is distributed by Comedy World Network. So thank you so much. We appreciate you guys over there. So we appreciate everything, and I hope you guys had a great weekend. Now, before we take a break, and shout out to everyone out there listening to the show and supporting the show. Thank you. I want to say this before we start. Don't worry about it, Senny. I want to say this. Big news this weekend in the comedy world. We talked about this the other day. Our beloved new comedian T.I. Made his grand appearance in New York City. And New York, New York City and Jersey and Metro, we don't give a damn about celebrity. If you come to a comedy show, we want to hear these jokes. So T.I. made his appearance at the Barclays Center. And shout out to my man Rip Michaels for producing that show. And this is his 8th or 10th year. Rip's going to call him. This is 8th or 10th year producing the show. Rip, shout out to you. I saw you last weekend at the Apollo. You do such a tremendous job. Now back to T.I. We're going to play a little bit of the T.I. bomb. And that's the problem here with social media. This is T.I. doing his set. Good morning, guys.
Is that you?
Now at this point they're booing him.
Goddamn it, they don't mean king like the next king. That nigga mean now, nigga. I want your spot, nigga, now.
Some cursing in there, guys.
And goddamn it, I think I know why. I believe I know why. You see, a while ago, he was about 10, 11 years old, man. I think this is where the animosity started. The nigga walks in,
A little
caught
cursing.
me slamming his mom. You hear me? Nailing his mom. We ain't been the same since.
New York is booming.
Well, goddamn.
And he said, well, goddamn.
I'ma tell y'all motherfucking ass like this.
Go ahead. A little cursing.
You got one more motherfucking. They're my favorite motherfucking song. She hear what you know. It's like, who's that, daddy? I can't fucking believe it.
Now he's walking
But the
around.
good thing about having sons so early, now they at a point in their life where they asking me for relationship advice. My son asked me shit like, Dad, how do I know if she's the one? Nigga, I don't motherfucking
Now
know.
while he's doing this, they're booing him.
I tell you what you do.
I don't want to start off the show with a booing performance, but we're going to get into it for a minute because it goes deeper than that.
Gas station, they say them seats when he the bad back tooth got something to say. Smell like a dead body in his mouth when he opened it.
Okay, now they're booing. They were booing him constantly throughout this.
We'll tell you that. Hey, listen, man, you ain't been here. Gentrification just started about 8 years ago. You just got here. I ain't gonna allow this from you. All my niggas, I'll take it from you, sir. I will
Because the white guy's booing him.
not allow
And
it.
he's right in the front. The
I
white
will
guy.
not allow it.
Not a boo.
Boo.
Now,
It wasn't funny.
now,
Sit down.
now, hold on. Now, I'll get back to that in a minute. That whole social media thing is working?
Yeah.
All right. So, God bless you guys. The T.I.'s the talk of the town. New York City came to the Barclays Center. Thousands and thousands of people were there, right? And everybody had their cameras and people were filming. Was there haters in the building already? Probably. Why? Because his road less traveled to New York was already filled with controversy. Because he was cursed out a woman cursed out a young lady on stage a few nights before in Atlanta that was doing her own comedy room, and he came over there and started yelling at her. So the perception was bad for him coming to New York, and the problem with a guy like T.I. who wants to make this transition into comedy, you got to leave the rap persona alone. Now you come to New York City. And here in the New York area, Senny J, Barbi, Cologne, and all the others, we love the comedy fast. We love the jokes fast. Safe to say, we like that Hambo, have you heard? We like the jokes. We like intellectual jokes, and we like silly jokes. We even could do the props. The problem is in New York, we want the joke fast. Now, you got T.I., right, whose wife was there, Senny J, and I guess his whole family was there. He comes to New York City in a hostile environment, which is the Barclays Center, which is a type of stage, Senny J, where you have to be a seasoned comedian. You gotta get right to the funny. You really have no time to to talk to the crowd. I've never played in front of those many people, CJ.
Mm-hmm.
The most I've played in front of was 4,000 about 10 times. And recently I played at the NJ Pack Theater, and that holds over 3,000 people, and it was sold out. And the spotlight is on you. You can't even see the crowd. You don't even see you don't see nothing but maybe that one dude in front of you. And you have to go right to the freaking jokes. You have no time. Now, T.I., who's from Atlanta, who's a hero, Cindy J, in Atlanta, they love him. And rightfully so. He's a pioneer in certain genres of rap music, like trap music. Like he's one of those first trap guys from back 20 years ago.
Right.
In New York, in this area of the country, nobody cares. So you come here, and the jokes are weak. The jokes have no punchlines. And the jokes are very generic, Cindy. Bad breath, that's an easy one. Your kids' names, that's an easy one too. Your son saw you smashing, that's easy. That's an easy way to start doing stand-up comedy, which is nothing wrong with it. The problem is he didn't have the punchlines. So he gets on this big stage, and they didn't even give this man a chance. Why? Because he wasn't funny. But funny is difficult. But to put him on this stage, here's the first problem, Barbi Cologne Senior. For someone like T.I., who I said a few weeks back, I advocate for the man to do stand-up.
No, why he ain't funny?
Here's the problem, Cindy J. You disrespect the art of stand-up and the order that it goes in. Regardless of who the person is, T.I. to me is considered a new jack comedian. That's what we call him.
He is.
I've been doing comedy for 17 years, almost 18 years. He's a new jack.
Yeah.
He's a superstar rapper, no question about it. He owns a record company, and he's worth millions of dollars. Not taking that away from him, and God bless him. But in this realm, Cindy J, he's still a new jack.
Yeah.
And I say this because if you're at the Barclays Center, and like I said, shout out to Rip Michaels and all the folks over there that produced it. Rip, you my guy, man. God bless you. New jacks should go up first. The new jack comedian, because there was one particular comedian on the show, Barbi Cologne and Cindy J, that won a contest. Mm-hmm. They had a local contest in New York. Oh. And the winner of the contest got 5 minutes on the stage.
Oh, that was cool.
So this shout out to the young man. The guy told me his name. No disrespect to the young man. God bless you. He won the competition, Cindy.
Right.
So he went up first. He probably went up first while people were coming in, getting their food and whatever. And he did the 5 minutes, and maybe only 5,000 people saw him or whatever, or 10. And I'm not knocking what he did, but that's usually when when you got these big shows, when the first act is on stage, people are filing in, depending on the acts.
Right.
T.I., if I was running the show, he would have went on second, and he would have did 5 minutes of whatever material he was going to do.
Yeah.
And then you put on the other comedians. Now, my question is, I don't know who went on before him. Did he go on first?
So T.I. was the headliner for the night.
I seriously doubt that. I'm gonna call Ray. I'm gonna call Ray. I seriously doubt. I'm gonna call Ray. Ray was there. I don't think he closed out the show. But that's the problem with comedians on a big stage like that. And this is a man who plays big stages. But comedy's different.
Yeah.
And he should have came out with maybe some different material. But shout out to all my comedians in Atlanta that roll with him that I know. You know, K-Dub and all these niggas. All these folks, all these neighbors. I know these guys. You know, and these guys are hilarious comedians. And I would like to know what was the mindset with that. So I think, Cindy J,
they said it was for the Power 105 had an April Fool's comedy show. and they did it that day. They did it on the 9th, I guess. I don't know why they couldn't do it on actually April 1st. And there was other acts that were on there. This was his first time doing a paid gig as a comedian. There was Nick Cannon was there, Eddie Griffin, B. Simone, Rip Michaels, Tony Roberts, Bruce, Michael Blackson, Haha Davis. So there was, some big hitters there, and I think people would have given him some grace had he not done that, because nobody knows T.I. for comedy. So I don't think had he not had that situation with Lauren Knight, with the comedian, I don't think he would have bombed as bad. People just probably would have been quiet, whatever. Right. But I don't think they would have been as vehemently booing him as they did now because of that incident. Now,
as a New Jack comedian, which guys who's listening to the show for the first time, I'm a comedian. I know you're like, yeah, right. No, seriously, I am.
He's funny or whatever.
No, it's I really do stand up. People like, yeah, he does. No, if you're new to the show, I do stand up. I'm running around every other night of the week.
Yeah, that's his job.
T.I. should have went up there, Senny, if I was running with him and said, yo, he should have went up there with one of his songs. He should have came out to one of his songs, which he probably did. I don't know. And then he should have addressed the crowd real quick. Hey, guys, I'm new at comedy. This is my first time on this type of stage. I'm just gonna tell a joke or two. New York, you came out there. New York, I love you. And here go my one joke, and I hoped you like that. And good night.
Right.
And that's it.
Kept it on the humble.
That's it. That's stand up comedy. When you new like that, you gotta a quick. Brooklyn Mike says it the best. Do your best 5 minutes and get off the stage. I don't know how much time he did. If that was the time he did, then maybe they might be, you're right, Senny, maybe folks, because of what happened the week before, folks are already like had a target on his back. As soon as he says something, they'll start booing him.
They were ready to just boo him. I didn't even hear that he was going to be on the show, but I don't even know, like, Tia, why are you trying to get into comedy? Like, what is that about? Like, what's happening? Maybe, like, produce comedy shows. You could do that.
Be the comedian, my boy.
And then maybe you could host it, get your little 1-2 jokes in, but you trying to go, like, full throttle, be a comedian?
You are not funny.
I don't even think you funny on the regular. Like, you're not funny.
Well, it's the thing with that is, right, like, the cadence of comedy, he doesn't have it yet. I mean, he's around comedy.
Is he working on it? Like, when did you start? You want to do this?
He said he said in the interviews that he's been around comedy for 20 years. So he's been around. He's been there. He's been in the clubs. He's been around comedians.
Sitting I think maybe, in the audience.
I've been around doctors, but I'm not a doctor.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Exactly. So, but I don't knock him for doing this. But again, if he was going to be on a big stage like this, and this is me just talking as a comedian, like seriously, like this is something where if he's still considered a New Jack.
Did you see his interview with Michael Blackson?
Yeah, I did.
He's in denial. He said they wasn't booing me because they didn't like my jokes. They was booing because they wanted me to be better. No, they was booing you because your ass sucked. Yeah, come on.
And I got
right.
I got booed at the Wendy Williams comedy show back in the day.
Wow. You didn't have to go back there.
No, because I'm going to tell you. And the name of the place was Comics, I believe, CJ. And it was like a new club on 14th Street in the Meatpacking District back in New York, if you guys remember that. And they was trying to do this new comedy club, and the world famous Wendy Williams had a comedy night there every Wednesday, Senny. Oh, whatever. It was in the middle of the week. And this particular run, Smokey Suarez, my beloved, was the host, Barbi.
Yeah.
And I used to drive Smokey Suarez around to all his shows. And he would give me minutes on his shows. He would ask the promoter, yo, this is my man, he drove me here, give him 3 minutes. And then I would go on stage and I would bomb. And when I tell you I was bombing bad. I had no jokes. I didn't know anything about stand-up. I was just on stage. It was just, bad. And I was known as that comedian when I started. Just give him 2 minutes. He's not going to do well. Just put him up until we get the show going. I was that guy. And a lot of comedians are like that. And that's how it should start. Organically like that.
Right.
And Senny, I was at Wendy Williams. Yeah. And Wendy was in the front, and her husband, Kevin, and all the ballers were there. All the, like you would say, the baddies.
Right.
The place is packed. The latest cars outside, because Wendy Williams attracted those type of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just everybody was fly, but they came out for the jokes. One of the Hot 97 DJ, what this guy? What's the guy on the Breakfast team? Breakfast Club, Envy. He was the DJ. Like, there was a lot going on, right? Smokey hosts the show. He's Smokey Suarez, who, if you don't know him, he's freaking hilarious. He's hosting the show. They loving Smokey, right? I'm the first comedian to go on. I'm to do 3 to 5 minutes and get off the stage. Rob Stapleton was the closing act, and they had all the others there. And I brought a few friends to the club.
Not your friends.
And the place hosts 300 people, Barbi. The place was packed. The sun was still up. It was the summertime. And I thought about it the whole day, Senny Day, the whole day, man. Wow, this is my break. I'm gonna do the Wendy, and I begged him for a couple of months. Smokey, let me get 5 minutes. You know I can do it, man. I would come over after the show's over. Me and Smokey would drive home like, you like that joke, man? You like that? You know, I was being silly and this is stupid. And then Smokey go, all right, man. That's how he talks. And we get to the show, Senny. Place is packed.
Right.
Smokey's doing his jokes. Now, I'm nervous. I'm in the back nervous. And I was like, Shawn, stick to the routine. Stick to those. I don't even remember what I said. I remember the jokes. I didn't even do a joke. Senny, I get on stage. He calls me on stage. First of all, I'm thinking about my outfit. I'm like, am I dressed right? There's a lot of thoughts going through your mind. And when I walked to the stage, I couldn't even look at the crowd because it was so many people, it was so packed, and they were staring at you. And then I lost my train of thought. The moment he gave me the mic, I lost my train of thought.
Right.
And I said, hey, what's up, everybody? Hey. Yeah.
How you doing?
I was over there, and what's going on? Shout out to Wendy. Yeah, to do it in the back. Boom, get him off the stage. And the boos come from one side of the room to the next. Boos travel.
Yeah.
But
They get louder.
before the boo, you hear small. Before the boos, you hear small conversations.
Like, is he even funny?
You can hear it, and then there's one dude in the back. He's ready to go. Boo, and once he go boo, the other dude it co-signs the other person to start booing.
Boo.
And then the boos come from the rafters and come all the way down to the front. Now, while this is happening, Wendy Williams and her husband is looking at me in disgust. That look, that get him off the stage look. The DJ Envy, he plays the music.
Ugh.
They played the music on me to get me off the stage.
Right.
Yeah,
Keep
that's
it moving,
what they
bro.
do. In church
get
too.
to the back.
So they're laughing at me and then they booing and they talking and I'm feeling, boy, it's so embarrassing. Oh my God, guys, you don't know how embarrassing this is. It's embarrassing to the core. It's a heartbreaking. Oh my God.
I'm sure it is.
So now Smokey comes to the stage and I'm looking at him as he's walking towards me and I'm looking at him in desperation like, save me. Like, get me off this stage. Before we take a break and get into entertainment news. Get me off this stage. Now, Smokey comes up with a smirk on his face, but it was a compassionate look. He comes on stage, he gives me the dap, the shoulder tap, and the whole thing, and you know how it is, all this, and walks off the stage. I walk off the stage with my head down. Only thing I see in the corner of my eye is a baddie right there with some thick thighs.
Hey, girl.
And I walk to the back. I walk to the back, and the other comedians have this solemn look on their face. Like they didn't want it. It was like, don't worry about it, man.
You get him next time.
You know, just take it easy. Smokey goes on stage. Now remember, they're booing me.
He starts cracking on you, Shawn.
I would have.
Smokey says, he gets on stage and goes, Damn. He was hilarious in the bathroom. And commences to tear me a new freaking asshole.
As he should have.
So funny.
Senny, they got a standing ovation on Smokey got a standing ovation snapping on me.
Yep, that sounds about right. Yeah.
And I wanted to fight him.
How you are?
It devastated me. Rob Stapleton goes, yo, this is not how this works, bro. You got to take that.
Yeah.
You got to eat that. This is what
Take that
comedy
L.
is. Smokey comes out, yo, man, don't worry about it. Yo. Now, remember, I drove Smokey there.
Oh, damn.
Barbi Cologne, I get in my car, and I left. And I left Smokey there
What?
on 14th Street
Shawn
and 8th
was a
Avenue.
sore loser that
Shawn.
day.
I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it.
Not you left.
I left
He
him.
left, girl.
You didn't even stay for the after party?
I left. The show was still. I didn't even see Rob. I didn't see the other comedian. I didn't know what happened.
He was mad.
I left, and that's what T.I. should have did. Cause when you bomb, you're supposed to leave.
No,
That's
he stayed.
protocol with comedy. When you bomb, you leave.
He didn't care.
T.I., my brother, I say this: stay in the game. The comedy game needs you.
What?
What?
No, it does not.
No, we don't. We got plenty comedians. That's really funny. He ain't funny at all.
Please.
The comedy game
No, we don't.
needs you, brother.
No, we don't, Shawn.
I
For
want you
what?
to attack these stages.
He's not funny.
I want you to continue to put that work in. I want you to write your jokes down.
No, he might need
I
to write
want
it
you to
down.
be, get all those great comedians around you, like Ronnie Jordan and K-Dub and all these hilarious comedians from the Atlanta area who are funny as hell. My man Marcus Combs, all these dudes who Marcus actually called here. Let these guys help you. And there's might be a liability too with folks like that, Senny, and it just segues into what I want to say before we take a break. A lot of us, and let me keep it on Shawn. I'll keep it on me, Senny. Shawn sometimes have a challenge of listening to other people.
What?
Even
Never.
though, right, I do. Sometimes I do.
never
I
imagine
know
that.
because I'm so,
Right.
because I'm
Right.
great like that.
You don't say. In that
So sometimes a lot of folks don't listen to other folks that want to give them some advice or some suggestions because they feel like they know everything. So there might be a power grab going on because you don't want Senny J to keep it real with the almighties of the world. Because sometimes keeping it real gets you fired or whatever. Or keeping it real will take you off the tour. That's why I said, T.I., keep putting that work in. Because if T.I. called me today and said, Shawn, I want you to open up me out the country, I'm there.
Of course you're gonna be
Well,
there.
yeah,
You
you-
pay a gig. You gonna be funny.
Yeah.
You should be the headliner. Hell,
So
because he ain't
so
funny.
my whole thing is, brother, even though while they were there, we were in Delaware to have a great time, packed house. We did a great show. Aldo, my man, and my homegirl, Monique Scott. T.I., put a number one chat room if T.I. should continue doing stand-up comedy. Put a number two if he should stop doing stand-up comedy. Senny J and Barbi Cologne, give me a number one. Put a number one in the chat room if T.I. should continue doing stand-up. Put a number two if he should call it a day and go back to music. And speaking of music, what's going on with these rap concerts? Is it slow? Is it slow for rappers out there?
I don't think so. Why would
Are there
you?
even rap concerts going on out there in the world?
that I know of it is.
Yeah, there are some.
And let's talk about the famous rappers who got booed. Remember back in the day, a few years back, the DJ Khalil got booed off the stage.
I don't remember that.
I'll play it. So you can catch the boo.
Yeah, you can.
Put a number one in the chat room if T.I. should stop doing comedy. Put a number one if he should continue doing stand-up comedy. Put a number two if he should stop. Everybody give me a number one.
Yeah,
T.I., I want you on the next show. He did a show the night before, last night in Atlanta. I want to know how that went. T.I., stay in the game, brother.
B. Simone did really good.
She's
Surprisingly, I didn't think that she was going to do that.
And for the comedians who are rolling with him and producers of comedy shows and comedians, y'all know the deal. I blame a lot of this on you, Senny J.
Mm-hmm.
Comedians, you know that New Jacks go up first. I don't care who it is. Like the other day at the comedy show we did at the IMU. Matter of fact, Mother's Day IMU. I got one big birthday party already. We need tickets. Let's celebrate Mother's Day at the IMU. Get our laugh on. The last comedy show we did at the IMU a few Sundays back, a young lady, a older woman, for like a grandmother from Philly came. Like grandma came. And she did. She's new. She's new.
Yep.
She did the first minutes of the show. Mm-hmm. That's the way it's supposed to be done. Yeah. So a lot of the comedians out there in these streets, I blame you for the T.I. situation on Saturday night. T.I. is supposed to go up first and second. New Jacks go up first and second. And then the New Jack grandma went up, right?
Yep,
she was funny
did.
For a few minutes. Sat down. Well, she was. I mean, it's she. To me, she was funny because she's new.
Okay. I'm weak.
So you got to give some kind of leniency to folks. So,
we did.
She wasn't hilarious. She did. Every little chuckles here and there. That's fine. For her to sort of
she didn't get booed. That's the best part.
Right. And then, of course, you can see the levels of comedy. You see, and then Stephanie McRae went on and crushed the room.
Killed it.
But when Stephanie started, Stephanie was like
I'm sure
her,
she was.
because I remember when Stephanie came in the game.
Yeah, I'm sure she
So
was.
this is what I'm saying. Like, that's why I say people, T.I. keeps doing stand-up because Stephanie was the grandmother.
She said was the grandmother.
Yeah, Stephanie was the grandmother. I call Stephanie right now. I'll tell you right now. She was the grandmother. Yeah. So it's different levels, but for the producers of comedy and for the people who are putting T.I. on stage,
he should have went first. Definitely.
Put him up. Don't disrespect the game. Don't disrespect the art of comedy. Don't disrespect that. New Jacks go first, and then that's how that works.
No matter who they are.
No matter who they are.
That's right.
Now. He'll be a New Jack that's making $20,000 a night doing stand up. That's fine. But just go up first. Now the problem is if he keeps getting if he keeps getting booed, then that might be another problem for him. So you don't want him coming to the stage and disrupting a comedy show when people are just sitting there, premeditating the boo. Like, I want to get these T.I. tickets because I want to boo him. We don't want that. So T.I. maybe might not want to do all these big shows right now. Just go underground. When I got booed, CJ,
he needs to apologize to that comedian. That's what he needs to do before he goes on stage.
He's going to continue to get booed. They're going to keep booing him.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do.
Okay, we'll be right back.
You in the face with the classics. It's DJ Young and Nut.
right, we are back. We are back. It is 53 minutes after the hour. Welcome back, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Featuring Wake Up Tina, Senny J, Barbi Cologne, where you get your morning start. Right, Barbi, just the weather in New York and Bethlehem, please.
Here in Bethlehem, where we broadcast live to you from right now, it is 34 degrees. The high is going to be 62 today. It's going to be clear with some afternoon cloud coverage. In New York City, 39 as of now, 59 for the high and clear. That's the weather half of y'all. What's it looking like where you are? Barbi Cologne coming to you live from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J, where you get your morning started right.
Get your morning start right. Before we get into some entertainment news, Senny, on a motivational Monday. People saying, what are they saying? Yes, no, should he quit? Should he keep? Yes, should he continue performing too? If they should.
One on SCTI.
One was yes, he should perform, and two was no, right?
Yeah, yes was
Okay.
one was one was yes, he continued to perform.
Of course,
too.
I said two.
I said yes.
You said one. Natalie Wright said one.
Yeah, of course.
Sonia Murray said two.
Okay.
W.M. Dixon said number one. If nothing else, he'll learn.
Right.
The Godfather solo Tracy Ray said one.
Of course.
DJ Cadillac Kid said a whole bunch of twos. Sonia Murray said two. So it's like a mixed consensus right now in the chat room.
Speaking of Cadillac Kid, I'm gonna play some of his music today. Cadillac Kid, our local house head, Lehigh Valley house head hero, gave the show some music. So I'm gonna play some of it in a minute. I actually played it in the beginning, and then the system went crazy. Anyway, see, before we get into the entertainment, I'll tell you a quick another boo story coming from me. Hold on, let me see. Can I play this right? This is Cadillac Kid. If I could play this right, let me just see if it works. Let me see if this cuts on. All right, I give you another a quick boo story, Barbi Cologne.
Okay.
So I was in Connecticut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the Bridgeport area. Sitting, you got your entertainment ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I was rocking with my man, Cool Herm. Herm is hilarious.
Not Herm.
Yeah, he's Cool Herm from South Carolina, but he live in the Bronx. And Herm is funny. I want to bring him out here. He's so funny. He's one of the old school Def Jam comedians. And I used to open up for him, Barbi Cologne.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to Connecticut in Bridgeport in the hood to do a comedy show, right? And the host of the show was the dude, the local hero. Everybody knew this guy, but he wasn't a comedian. He was, all right, Kareem, I got you. I got the video clip for you. I got you. Excuse me, that's my ADHD kicking this guy's message. Let me see. Here go a little bit of the Cadillac Kid. I think if I did. So, let me see. This is. So we're in Connecticut, right? Let me. Does this play? There you go. There's a little bit of Cadillac Kid.
Good morning. And you are in the mix with DJ Cadillac Kid and DJ DL.
Now, this is your
When
friend,
I'm not
right,
jamming
Barbi?
out with my Lehigh Valley house heads, I am listening to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, the only place on earth where you can get your morning started right.
Okay, Cadillac.
All right, there you go. So there goes some of Cadillac's music. We'll be playing it, featuring it on the show here. Okay. Now, hold on. Let me stop with that. So,
Yeah, for the kickers off.
So here we go. So we get to Bridgeport. So the guy who brought all the people, the promoter, was the host of the show, Barbi Cologne. And it was in this bar, and the crowd was rowdy. And these are his peoples. This is the promoter's peoples. This is like his wife, the family, the job. These are his folks. He brought about 100 people there, right? They're booing him.
Wow.
Senny, they're booing him, and he's the host. And these are his peoples. This is how the show started.
God dang.
They're talking back at him, and he's snapping, and they're snapping back, and the snap game was hard. It was a mess. Now the first comedian, is 4 of us on the show. The first comedian was his man that everybody know from the town.
Yeah.
He goes up there, Barbi Cologne. They boo him. They boo the first comedian.
He wasn't funny.
They was no, he wasn't funny at all. He
They
was.
boo everybody.
So now the host who they're booing, he gets back up there Yo, what's going on? Well, they kept booing him again. So the next comedian, female, come on stage. So I'm like, all right, cool. The ladies are here. All right, I think we got this woman here. There's a female comedian. I don't know how funny she is, but I'm for sure she could calm these people down. She gets up there, City J. They start booing her.
I think they probably
This
already
was
in the boom
a mess. This was a mess, and everybody was drunk. Now, me and Herm there. Now, me and Herm is next. And my whole thing at that time in my comedy career, I'm confident. I'm getting a little bit of laughs now. I'm out here. I'm in these streets, right, Barbi? Yeah. I'm in here. I'm out here. Right, me and Herm in the back, like, oh, man. And we criticizing the host because he can't control the room. So we're like, yo, bro, what's going on here? Don't worry about it, man. As long as I got y'all two here, we good.
Now they booing
I said, all right, well, fine. And then I look at them while they booing the young lady. I felt so bad for her. And this is after the Wendy Williams fiasco. So I'm like, yo, all right. So just call me up, bro, because I'm going to get in their asses. Because I gotta attack this crowd. I got to get into the joke. I'm ready. City, I get up there. They immediately start booing me.
After they was already in a boo moment.
They started booing me. The boo came from there. I'm pointing for the boo.
Out.
The boo came over there. I'm trying to identify the booers.
You're like, shut
and they ran me off the stage immediately. So I go back in the bullpen, licking my wounds like a little puppy. Here come Herm. Herm says, don't worry about it, Shawn. Watch what I do.
Okay.
I'm in the back whimpering.
Like a little hurt dog.
Herm gets on stage. God bless him. Cool Herm. He goes like this. He goes on stage. He gets grabbed the mic. Yo, listen. I'm going to tell y'all one thing before you tell it back to me. He yells out, F you neighbors. And they started booing him and he walks off the stage. He said, F you neighbors. And walked off the stage and the booze was crazy.
That is not funny.
I've been around my booze. I could do your whole. This show could be the whole booze story.
It's like they ain't want to go there for laughs. They want to go there and heckle y'all.
Oh my God! Oh, but the boos were crazy, man. Like women booing you. I got booed at Mocha Lounge too. But we get back right. Cindy, let's go to entertainment news. What you got? Oh, those boos were crazy. He said, before y'all say anything to me, I'm gonna say something to you. F you neighbors. And boy, they started booing him. And he walked off the stage. Wow. Sexual chocolate. Go ahead.
Getting into my entertainment news. Thank you for those stories, Shawn, and your transparency. We appreciate it. Okay. If anybody's out there trying to become a comedian, take it from Shawn. You got to go through the booze first.
Got to go through the booze.
There has been talk. We finally have an answer. Jesse Williams, he was a star on Grey's Anatomy, most notably. He was having some problems with his ex-wife regarding child support payments. Apparently, she was getting $40,000 a month from this man. And he recently, since losing his Grey's Anatomy acting gig, he is on Broadway now, so he went to court to drastically, to have these payments reduced because he's not making as much. Yeah. So they were going back and forth in court for that. New documents show that the former Grey Anatomy actor payments have been reduced from $40,000 a month to being temporarily modified to $6,143 a month. So it's about a $30,000 reduction. Jesse says since leaving the long-running show after 12 seasons, his income has taken a hit now that he is on Broadway. Jesse stated that he receives $1,668 per week on Broadway with this production called Take Me Out. In February, Jesse and his ex-wife, Erin Drake Lee, reached a custody agreement. The judge denied her request to reduce his physical time with the kids. I don't know why she would do that.
Selfish.
Jesse and Aaron are also going back to court later this year to resolve more issues. In 2020, the judge ruled that Jesse could keep the $936,810 he made from Grey's Anatomy. He was also to keep his 2018 Porsche Cayenne SUV. And as for his ex-wife, Erin, she will be walking away with 3 homes, 2 Audi SUVs, and the two also agreed upon joint custody, along with her reduced child support, which they will be going back to court for to see if it'll be permanent or what'll happen then. So I didn't even know Grey's Anatomy actors was making that much
Let me see.
money. 'Cause he's not
Let me
even,
see what he looks
I
like.
haven't watched it in a minute, but he's
handsome.
I didn't know that he
Let me
was
see.
like a main character like that.
Well, wait a minute.
Who's
He
his
made-
character on there, y'all?
It-
Jesse Williams. He was in a
he?
movie.
He's a
too.
black guy, or white guy,
I think
I
he's
believe
mixed.
Yeah.
and he made 900. He made almost $1 million on Grey Anatomy
Yeah.
for 12 years. That doesn't sound right.
Well, probably
I
not for
don't know.
12 years, but upon ending,
He had
That's what he
had
had.
$1 million.
yeah.
Oh, he was
let's
Dr.
see.
Avery Jackson Avery on
I didn't watch Grey's Anatomy that long.
Yeah, I knew.
I-
Who cares about that?
But she being selfish. Like, come
No.
on, girl.
That's a lot of money, girl. What was you doing with that?
wait a
How many
minute.
kids
So
they got?
so
I
he
think they have
walks
3
away.
kids.
So she walks away.
What, 2 I believe?
She walks away with 3 houses. Okay, 3 houses,
3
and
houses,
2 cars. And the reduced amount of child support at 60 from $40,000 to $6,000, $36,000 reduction on child support, and he had to go back to court to make this amendment, and the judge mercifully did that because economically it just doesn't add up. So he went from making this money, and that's the life of actors and comedians and all that. You can make $1 million doing stand up one year, the next year you make $10,000. So the guy.
She got something out for him. Because why
Yeah.
would you reduce the time that he sees the kids?
Right.
Yeah, well,
She ain't getting her 40K
I
a
don't-
month.
I
You
don't-
ain't gonna see these kids. You selfish.
I don't know what the dynamics is with the breakup. You know, some of your women out there, y'all just go out there and just take everything from the man, which sometimes is rightfully so and it's justified. But in this case, mathematically, it just doesn't add up. He makes $1,600 a week now. Okay, for to acting on Broadway, which is probably the appropriate money for second and third level actors on these productions. Other than the stars, the stars, they probably walking away with 10 stacks a show, like they're making money because people are coming to see them. But this guy here is caught in the quagmire. He has this wife who man, she's hell bent. Who's the ex-wife? Let me see what this chick look like.
You ain't gonna like her.
This woman is hell bent on just ruining this man. He has a whole lot of patience, but because man, I wouldn't want to go through that. I can't see it. I don't want. I can't go through anything like that. Oh, it's a soul sister.
Look like
Oh.
a regular
Yeah, she's
regular
she
girl.
cute. It's all
She
good.
regular. She regular. Yeah. She regular. Like regular every day.
Well, she like most women, women know the contract more because marriage is a horrific contract. I'm currently in one. So I know. So yeah, marriage is a contract. It's It really is. It's a contract between you and the state and the federal government. It's a horrible contract. And when you got these kids involved and you have finances, maybe a prenup, maybe they probably evidently I don't think there was a prenup nowhere in sight. Because she's walking away with so much, and she wants all these kids, the time with the kids, and this guy is making $1,600 a week. Get this guy a break, regardless if he, at this point, if he destroyed the marriage, miss, get over it. Okay, it's done. I mean, you beat the man to submission. You put him in a Bob Backlund headlock, he's done. And it's so embarrassing that you make $1 million and change at it's not embarrassing, but it's this life. He makes $1 million and change, which the judge allows him to keep, along with his $1,600. I mean, it's not like you have your public your income is out there public, so the judge is like, yo, you know what? This to the ex-wife, you're being a bitch. We're not going to do this.
You got 3 houses.
You got the 3 houses, the
And
4 cars. And
cars.
how are you paying for all of this?
Right.
Maybe you was paying for it with the $40,000 that he was giving you.
Like,
But
being
there's no
selfish.
way he could pay $40,000 a month currently at $1,600 a week. which comes up to what? $6,000 a month. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so
32,
she
6,000.
Yeah, everything he making up, bro.
Right. Well, how is he supposed?
You.
And can he keep his? And sir, get rid of the BS Porsche. Get rid of that stupid car. You can. Oh no, he got the pickup, the 4x4. All right, that's better.
Yeah.
If you went around them little Porsche sports cars with the 2-seaters, get rid of that.
Yeah,
So let a young
well,
lady.
I guess he still has some money.
He got the $1 million.
He has his net worth.
He got the money.
Let me see
How much
what
is net worth? She wants the $1 million from Grey's Anatomy.
She want everything. She
And
want
then
him to
he's
suffer.
gonna get a little bit of those checks, the residual checks from
Right.
Grey's Anatomy. Let him keep all that, miss. I mean, are you healthy?
He has a net worth of about $12 million.
Oh.
So I guess he must have been getting paid good money
he's
on
getting money.
Grey's
Yeah, he's getting
Anatomy.
money.
He was doing it for a while.
So he probably
So you have some savings.
So his last check they gave him like almost $1 million.
Yeah.
He's right. He already got $12 million. She wants everything.
Yeah.
She wants it all. Some of y'all women, y'all want it all.
Yeah, don't be
Every
selfish.
little.
She's like, I know he still got it.
You wanna
got
snatch his soul. Like
All
you
of
want every. You can't get it by law.
She want to be destitute.
Okay, so you're done. You get the $6,000 a month. He's worth $12 million. He's gonna be fine. Now, thanks for sharing the rest of the story. He's good. I applaud him. You get the $6,000 a month. That's all you're gonna get because he's making. That's still his whole check. He's
Yeah.
making $1,600
That's what he
a
just
week.
said. Everything
Yeah.
he make on Broadway is going to her. She
So
still
what are you talking about, young
Right.
lady? Damn, let the go. You won.
I mean, I'm all for giving her fair share, but dang, girl, you been greedy.
He lost
Like,
his job. And he
Exactly.
was paying it. It's not like
Yeah,
he
no, right.
behind.
problem. Like,
Right,
he
if a
ain't
man,
playing,
okay,
right?
so Senny, if you was in this situation and you was getting $40,000 per month, and your ex is on Grey's Anatomy winning, he left you and smashed a few others, and but you're getting the $40,000, you got the 2 houses and everything's cool, and then all of a sudden he comes to you and listen. This Grey's Anatomy thing is over. I'm on Broadway, doing this secondary work, $1,600. We got to go to court for this reduction. You're okay with that, right?
Yeah, I'd be all right.
Right, Barbi, right? We'll send you if he's for that. Yeah, because
Exactly, I want to be
because
fair.
the incomes is subject to
Right.
change.
Exactly, and we can always modify each time we need to.
And you winning now.
we will.
Cindy, would you feel a certain way that
So there,
if
shoot.
the reduction was there for the 6,000 from 40,000 to 6,000, but he still has his $1 million check and he's worth 12 million? You want some of that?
No, I'm not
Exactly.
really like that.
Barbi, would you want some of that?
What, his old money?
Yeah.
I already got my share. We good with that.
Yeah, so you cool with him having his
Right.
12 million, and I would feel the same way if there was some
Yeah.
child support going down, and I was taking care of the kid, and my wife was giving me 40,000, and the income changed, and she only giving me 6,000 a month. I'll modify, and I'll take it. Let's all, like Rodney King
Right.
say, let's all try to get along.
Right.
What else, Senny? This guy,
Yeah,
that's
man.
a lot, man. Jesus
get
Christ. And
Um,
you can't go back to your ex-wife because she's probably been, infected by other slong, and then
Let's
you're
work it
done.
out, baby.
And look at you now. Look at you now. Because the women, most of the women, but high percentage women always win in cases like this. Go ahead. With these bad contracts.
Kanye West is reportedly looking for a luxury treatment center. Last week, Kanye West told ex-wife Kim Kardashian that he was going away to get help. And he is currently looking for a luxury behavioral treatment center. A source close to the rapper said that West's team is searching for a place with a luxury component. They explained that he wants to enter a behavioral treatment center to be a better human and a better dad. Kanye hasn't agreed to a particular place yet because he is worried for his privacy and wants the place to be in a beautiful setting with a luxury component. West team has considered facilities in Thailand, Bali, and Arizona. He is also committed to a healthy co-parenting relationship and plans to stay out of the public eye until he's received the help he needs. And he's also done that by dropping out of recently. Well, that's why he agreed, even though he was banned from performing at the Grammys, he didn't show up. And he also just recently canceled his Coachella appearance. That The Weeknd reportedly, they asked The Weeknd to fill in, and they were going to pay Kanye $8.5 million to do it. Yeah. And they were going to pay, once he dropped out, they were going to pay The Weeknd they were going to pay him significantly less, and he said he wasn't going to do it unless they gave him the $8.5 million. So they gave him the $8.5 million.
They gave it to him? Because we were talking about this the other day.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
Okay, good.
As they should have.
Right.
They had it in the budget.
Jesus
Why not?
Christ, I wouldn't have never gave him $8 million.
Give
That's
my
fine.
money.
They could have found somebody else too, though, because
Exactly.
the weekend
You
ain't
got-
all of that. I would have just found
Exactly.
somebody else.
For
Maybe
real.
they
Why
could
would
find
they?
somebody.
Why would you pay? I would have still
Yeah.
pocketed the money. We
Yeah.
just don't got somebody that day.
Exactly.
Hell,
She's
but paying
right.
a weekend $8.5 million.
Exactly.
That's Kanye prices, bro.
Exactly.
You ain't Kanye.
That's right. And
No
I was
way.
saying
He
that
was-
the other day. Like,
Please.
it's unbelievable.
You
I
gotta
would have
give it to
find
me.
somebody else.
He's terrible. They're
He
gonna
knew
boo
his
his
worth.
ass.
He knew his worth, and he stuck to
Oh
his
my
guns.
God, that's
I
crazy.
guess they must have been in a
Yeah,
bad bind
they
because
couldn't
I wouldn't have
find
did
no-
it.
They
Nobody.
couldn't find Beyonce.
I would have went out there.
Right. I would have
I would
just.
have done some
Give me
lip
the mic.
syncing. Give me that.
I
I would
would've-
have did it for $1 million.
I
Come
would
on, old school dancing.
I would have put featuring all-star lineup. Now,
Period.
now.
They didn't show up. I would just have people
now.
be mad at me.
That's right.
They didn't show up.
They didn't show up. 500.
Whoa, give my money
And
back.
get your tickets for next year.
Period.
Beyonce, like you said, Beyonce be here next year. Get your tickets now.
No, it's stupid.
Please.
Matter of fact, we got karaoke in here.
The weekend came up off that
the
one.
weekend after that horrible Super Bowl
Oh,
performance.
please.
Oh, it worth that? All right. Anyway, now
Hell no.
the 8th voice. God bless him. But
He
this-
said, "I know my worth.
That
Give me
is
my
not your
money."
worth. you got T.I. people around you now.
Oh goodness.
Mr. West. You like all the others. What do you need? Yeah, I do get luxury Barbie cologne. I get it because he's worth $1 billion. So that's his life. I'm not mad at that, Senny. But you know what, Kanye? You need to come back down to planet Earth. And if you want a rehab center for behavioral issues, which is all of justification for your BS and rationalization for what you believe in, because that's all it is, you need to come down here to planet Earth and do a regular therapy and a regular rehab and come back to where it all started. If y'all saw the Kanye documentary, you saw how he was out in these streets every night. You saw his struggle. Kanye, you might need to go back to that struggle, bro. You might need to come back down here to planet Earth and rock out with us. Just so you can get a sense of reality. I know you live in a different reality, bro. And there's probably a lot of people around you that, again, like I said in the beginning of the show, they won't tell you, they won't keep it real with you because you will dismiss them. Boy, narcissism, but they probably got when you look at narcissism in the dictionary definition, they probably see your face. Now, baby fathers, and it's all triggered because Pete Davidson, who I know, he used to come to Mocha Lounge every Monday and bomb, and then go downtown and rip, and he developed his craft, and he got on SNL, and I'm so proud of Pete for everything that he's done. Look, when I know he was like little kid, so you can't knock him for having a relationship with your ex-wife, baby mother, whatever you want to call it. And that's the problem here. If Kim Kardashian wasn't dating nobody, you wouldn't be going to no behavioral center. Yo, Kanye, one of the greatest of all time. You gonna let Pete Davidson bend you out of shape, bro? You losing your mind because the next man is walking down the block with your children?
Can't take it.
Shout out to all the stepdads and bonus dads out there. You winning. Because you breaking these dudes' hearts because there's a control issue. Pete Davidson is a good dude. He's not going to do anything wrong to your kids. Those are my kids. Shut up. Right. They all say that. Though you should have thought about that when you was with the family with the kids. But then you go out there, or you narcissistic fathers, and you date at will. You date anybody you want without any turbulence. Then you got the nerve enough. Some of y'all so sloppy, you bring the new chick into the house to pick up the kids while the baby mother's inside. But when a new man come around and your kid is showing them love, you got to go into a behavioral center. What they say, don't hate the player, hate the game.
That's what they say.
If you're not built for this life, then fall back and be a family man like Hall and Oates. But you feel like, because that's the song, Hall and they made a song, it's called Leave Me Alone, I'm a Family Man. But you want your cake and eat it too.
He tried it.
Why you men get bent out of shape, because it's a bigger conversation. You're just going to call it Man Cave, 2 minutes. Senny J, why do men get bent out of shape when they see the relationship is over with the baby mother or the ex-wife? You don't think that 90% of these baby mothers and ex-wives are fine as hell. You don't think men are attracted to your ex-wife or your baby mother, you idiot?
Right. Okay. And you want to get mad because
And you going to get mad because you think because a seed came out of that woman that she is relegated to your mercy?
Right. She mine forever. No, the hell I'm not. Shoot. Better move on, sucker.
And then you look like the neighborhood clown.
I got a red nose for you, boo.
You look like a walking duck. Quack, quack.
I was supposed to say short. Quack, quack.
But you got to go into a center because your children took a liking to this dude. There's nothing wrong with Pete. Pete smashing your baby mother. You had a problem with that. What's the name of those kids? West, Northwest, Apple, fucking Zenith, and all those kids were like, you know what? Pete's cool.
Apple is what is
Yeah.
Pete's cool.
Get baby name.
And you know what? A lot of these baby fathers out here, Kanye and all the rest of them, you was probably a pain in the ass to the kids anyway. They didn't even like you. Kids calling if you don't like your dad. I didn't like mine back in the day. And then now you need to go into a luxurious mental, what is it called again? Because I never heard of this.
Therapy. He got a little therapy.
And you should. Because you know what, Senny J? I respect the game. When I traded Barbi Cologne, when I traded one family for the next, I knew that opened up to other slong. I knew that. I knew it was going to happen.
At least you knew.
My baby mothers was attractive.
Right.
I knew it was going to happen. But I knew that was part of the rules of the game.
Oh, well.
If I was willing to leave my family or whatever woman I was with to go to the next chick, which I've done, you don't think that I would think that another man was going to go up there and then move in and try to smash and have a relationship? Because you're not built like that.
Poor Kanye.
Senny, how do you feel? Senny, have you ever been in a situation where the baby father came through with the other woman in the car to pick up the kids?
Yes. Currently going through that. Right in the thick of it.
Yeah, but
real
I'm
time.
in it right now.
but do you need to go in any behavioral rehabilitation center because of that?
No.
Now,
Thank
what
God.
if you came
She
through?
do though.
But what if you came through, Senny? Senny, what if you came through with your new boo to pick up the kids from the baby father house? Baby fathers lose their minds.
They do.
They
it.
lose their mind.
Yeah.
I don't want my son in that car.
They be acting up.
Assassinating the new boyfriend's character.
They do.
Barbi Cologne, have you been in a situation where the ex came over with the new boo to pick up the boy?
Nah. No, I've never been
And
in
if that was the case, how would you feel about it?
If that was the case, I mean, as long as we broke up, I wouldn't care. As long as she treated my kid respectfully and treat him as if he was her own, nice, like I would have a problem with it. But if you treat him wrong, sister, we got a problem.
Now, are you okay with you having a boo and the boo come, you got the boos with you together, and y'all go pick up the kid, are you okay with that at the ex-husband's house?
I would be fine with that.
Because a lot of times, women can't even do that because of the controlling man.
Yeah.
They can't even tell the new dude or the boyfriend or whatever, yo, nah, I'll pick up, I don't want you to, I'll go pick him up.
Right. You do. They do have that issue. I've seen it.
Yo, fellas, man, if you're behaving like that, you're bitch ass neighbors.
Yeah, my niece
Because you can't have
boy.
it. You can't have it both ways. Kanye is worth $1 billion. Senny, he's a billionaire. Still acting like a neighbor.
Word.
Still bent out of shape because Kim Kardashian, who Senny and I and Princess Cox No Pause will smash at will as the SEAL team. Senny, you would smash Kim, right?
Yeah.
I will watch you smash Kim. And when you're done, I'm jumping in next. And we'll let Princess finish off. So you think that a woman like that is not going to attract another man?
Y'all horrible. She was supposed to have waited for him to get himself together, Sean. What you mean? They said the good, bad, that good stuff. Rich and poor.
Yeah, but
This is the bad.
But
she ain't waiting.
right. But see, but men, we don't do that to our ladies.
Damn sure don't. That's why I'm laughing.
Men, right? Men, and I've done it. Men, soon as the relationship's over, as soon as you make a decision,
I'm about to say,
you're
y'all
out the door
boys over.
to the next one. You don't even let the pain, the hurt, and all that go by. So then why you get mad?
Don't be mad, son.
Yo, Kanye, you looking crazy. You talk about Jesus talk and religion that and zenith this and $3,000 shoes and how much the stupid shoes cost? $1,500 and y'all running around there buying just one of the top fashion designers on earth, and you don't even take a moment to be grateful for that. You can get any woman you want in the world, Senny. Any woman. He could buy a woman. And you bent out of shape because Pete Davidson doing something nasty to your wife, ex-wife, while the kids are in the other room. What else you got to say?
Not in the other room. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are engaged again.
Do we really care?
So excited about it. I do, because you guys don't. Oh, what happened to my story? You guys don't think it's a great love story? Okay.
Hell no.
Coming back after the time.
We sick of J-Lo.
I just have the story. Yes, they're back at it again. J-Lo confirmed the exciting news because she hasn't really been talking about their relationship a lot, but she went on Instagram confirming the exciting news. She revealed the news to her inner circle, updating them through an email on Friday evening. The message also featured a clip of J-Lo admiring a massive green diamond on her ring finger. The big reveal comes just days after she was spotted wearing the engagement ring. That same night, the actress teased her fans on social media with a 30-second video stating, "So I have a really exciting and special story to share," where she directed fans to her website. She said, "We're older now, we're smarter, we have more experience, we're at different places in our lives, we have kids now, and we have to be very conscious of those things. It's a beautiful outcome that has happened in this way at this time where we can really appreciate and celebrate each other and respect each other. We always did, but we have even more of an appreciation because we know that life can take you in different directions at times." They dated back in July of 2002. Shortly afterward, they got engaged that November. Then they paused their September 2003 wedding to the following year. And then just days before their wedding, they called off the engagement in January of 2004. So it's great to see that them now rekindling.
Before we shout out the room, and Jess going to call him a little bit of man cave, and I know Barbi Cologne is in the minority with this, but Senny, I do agree with you because honestly, how many of us have been in toxic relationships This is a toxic relationship on a whole nother level. Back together again. That was a song made by Donny Hathaway. They're back together again, and I wish them the most success. Of course, there's some toxic in there. I get it, but we've all been through them. I don't know if you ever been in a relationship and broke up and got back together with somebody temporarily, and then it didn't work out again, and then you just went your separate ways, or some folks broke up, got back together again, and have forever lasting love.
Well,
It's no difference. It's no different. Have you ever been in a relationship, Barbie Cologne, broke up a relationship, and then maybe a week later y'all broke up, but then y'all got back together, maybe for a smash or a talk or whatever, and then it didn't work out, and then you ended the relationship. Have you ever been through that? Exactly. Senny, have you ever been through a situation where you broke up a relationship and it was done, and 10 days later y'all linked up, maybe you smashed or went out or whatever, and continued on for 2 days and it didn't work out? Have you ever been in something like that?
No, I haven't.
Damn.
But
Show
I
us your
can I can imagine I can imagine that being, a lot of feelings there. But they were both like, he went and got married to Jennifer Garner. Yeah. She went and was on her long thing with A-Rod.
And they
were like both like really into. They were like both like in very serious relationships after they broke up. So, it's weird to see that them
that's what
back in it now
so quickly too.
Yeah,
I need them, and everybody just broke up.
I know. I need them to get married before the end of the year.
Right. I don't
just
believe it. I believe
solidify
when I see it.
Yeah, I want them to get married ASAP. And again, to me, it's gonna sound weird. We're gonna take a break.
W.M. Dixon said J-Lo's sex game got to be legendary SF.
Yes, of course.
8 rings, 8 rings, and many ruined dreams. Because she can swing things.
Listen,
WM, shut up.
Listen, and listen, she's from the Bronx, New York.
It's just that her dating life, but you see, this is why women have such a problem dating, because you men want to constantly say, "Oh, she a hoe." She's just actively dating, and of course, because she's in the public eye, it's going to make it intensified. But she's just a woman looking for love, and she's dating people. Does that make her a hoe?
No, I said that before.
But every time J-Lo comes up, that's what people want to say. Oh, she a hoe. Why is she a hoe?
Exactly.
She's dating?
But isn't that
Barbie
what we
thinks
said?
she's a hoe. I never said that.
Put that on us.
It does, and it's
no,
wrong.
it's not. It's
I didn't call
it's
her.
not. Yeah, you did. Go back.
I did it.
Yes, you did. Go back on tape. So my whole thing is this, Barbie Cologne.
And she was married a lot.
She's married a lot.
How is that like hotivity?
It doesn't make her. And she's from the Bronx, New York. God bless. All the legends are born in the Bronx, and Senny lives in East Stroudsburg. There's no legends up there. You're the only legend up there.
That's what I you a legend. You a
Oh God.
Well, I mean,
and what is that? And what is that saying about the Poconos? Now,
that's not nice. That's not nice.
Poconos, get your legend game up. And Princess is right. Princess want to go first, Senny on the nasty on the SEAL team. Then we'll take the chair. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll start our urination thing, and then we'll get in.
Y'all is nasty.
So Princess is absolutely right. Princess goes first. Then we take the chair. And Senny, we'll do something really nasty. Really nasty.
Coming for you, J-Lo.
J-Lo, we coming for you. First we're gonna put the red ball. We're gonna put that Vin Range red ball in your mouth. We're gonna start off. We're gonna start off like that. Yes. Then I'm gonna lick your earlobe.
Just stop. Make comfortable.
While Sydney does something to you.
Good morning, Mom. How are you?
We're gonna get to you, Jennifer, like a pack of wild dogs. As soon as I get close to you, Sydney gonna be like, I'm like, all right, calm. I'm gonna go back to while Princess is a little like Princess is over there curled up in a fetal position after he did his nasty.
Not curled up in the fetal position. Hugging his knees.
That's right.
You done traumatized that baby.
That's right.
Trisha got traumatized.
I agree. CJ, before we take a break, man cave, one shout out to him. Motivational Monday, God bless. Just because a person is in multiple relationships like this, Barbie Cologne, and married and divorced and married again and the boyfriends and the girlfriends, doesn't make them a bad person. I don't think it makes them a bad person. I really do. To me, and Barbie Cologne, you ain't gonna believe this. I just think that what Jennifer Lopez is doing is just very normal behavior.
Yeah.
It's just that she's just letting it be known. At least she's not sneaking around and having side dudes and side girls and side. She's not doing that.
She's a serial dater.
She's right. She's a serial
what
dater,
she's
and that's what you
can't
gonna
be
get.
alone.
And
I mean, there's some problems in there with that, but
I hope and pray that this relationship, we're going to take a break, this relationship lasts forever. Ben Affleck has crossed over to the urban side. Black folks love Ben Affleck.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
We love that guy. Remember that movie when he played in the movie, when they robbed the baseball stadium in Boston? Him and Matt Damon was in that. What was that movie? That movie, The Town. Oh my God, The Town.
Yeah,
The
The
Town.
Town.
Put a number one chat room. We all see The Town.
the town was good.
And he's played in several movies that we love.
Yeah.
Now the ex-wife Jennifer, what's her name? Jennifer
Garner.
She fine too.
She's very pretty.
But you know these Hollywood guys, they get the top tier.
Of course.
They get the top tier
Gotta-
vagina.
They have to date in their money. They have to date where their money is. You can't date down.
They
Too
get
low.
they get the top tier. The movie The Town. Everybody put in those Ben Affleck movies in the chat room. So and then Jennifer is our beloved, who was married to Mark Anthony. I thought that would be unbelievable. Mark Anthony and Jennifer Lopez. That was, oh my God. And then that failed.
People wanted to see that for so long.
I did. Oh
Right.
man, I love those two together.
was
And Mark done moved on. He got, you go look at Mark's page. He got his new joint, man. She fine as hell too.
yeah.
But Jennifer from the Bronx, Soundview, I love you. Your behavior to me is normal.
Normal.
This is a good look for you.
Okay.
Yo, Ben, both of them is weird. No wonder what those conversations are in that big mansion. Are you guys swinging too? Like, what's going on over there? Like, it's too much money not to bring an extra slong and vagina.
But I felt like, why didn't Ben want to get married to her? Like, I did feel like I'm happy they're back together because I think that there's love there. But I feel like Ben on his side, because, you know, there was also talk that Matt Damon was real, like, in his ear. Matt Damon doesn't like Jennifer Lopez and they're best friends. And I just think that Ben has too many people in his ear. So I think that hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Well, maybe
And
that's
like
why-
merging their like two worlds, like, I don't know.
Maybe that's why she said, she made the comment that they've grown, they was young, they had some things going on.
Yeah,
You know,
maybe
maybe
that's why.
And there's nothing wrong. Sometimes, you know, it's
Because
weird.
like,
People.
Ben, you didn't want to have babies
I just
with
hope
Jennifer.
it's like real this time. Like, J-Lo girl, are you scared of commitment?
No, she's
That's what
not.
it seems like. Because every time she get
No.
close to that, sure. How many times
She's-
she'd have been engaged and quick backed out? Like, it's looking like she's scared of commitment a little bit.
Barbie Cologne, that's further from the truth. She's
Wait.
committed to all her relationships.
Yes,
all
she-
relationships.
Yeah.
That's a commitment. Listen, Jennifer,
it be
keep
the
doing what
guys
you're
backing
doing.
out.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're
either,
Jennifer
but
Lopez. I
don't
love
know.
you.
They need to get married before the end of the year.
Yeah, that's true. They do need get married before the end of the year.
Right.
Like just
Oh, I ain't
tied up.
believing it.
And A-Rod, you looking crazy in these streets right now. Boy, she
Like,
dumped you.
mad as hell. Like, damn, we was only broke up 5-10 minutes. You already engaged.
And-
God damn.
He's, then he's out there announcing stupid baseball games.
Right.
A-Rod has lost his hell.
Yo, A-Rod, yo, you.
He mad. He
He's
is
a
mad.
loser. Well, he was out there cheating.
I
so
tell you
that's
what,
you get.
We don't know that. Don't say that.
Yes, he
You
was.
got proof?
You got proof of that?
Yes, they broke up. He was texting that blonde. She was either a reality. She was a sportscaster, I think. They were texting each other. Then after that, they took a little break. He said, "No, I wasn't texting her." Y'all know where there's smoke, there's fire. They were together for a little bit, and then he left. And A-Rod is known for being a womanizer. So
Oh, well.
unfortunately, Jennifer wasn't enough for him.
Well, when you got money like that, because A-Rod's got to be worth about $100 million.
So
Boy,
I ain't sad for
it's,
A-Rod. He was
boy,
out
it's
there
hard
doing
to-
what he was doing.
hard to settle down with that one vagina. And see how much A-Rod's worth real quick, same before we shout out the room. But
He got a little money. They have
Boy.
some. I don't know how they're
Boy,
splitting
man,
their
I-
ventures. They were gonna have a perfume line come out. Her and A-Rod had a lot of business together.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, man, if I was worth like $300 million, Barbie it would be tough. Not only that, let me tell you how liberal I am, Barbie Cologne. I would probably get my wife a slong. Yeah, I'll get her a slong. We'll have a little fun.
$350 million.
$350 million.
And he's making $33 million a year. Doing what?
Doing what? What?
A-Rod.
A-Rod.
Yeah.
And then you got this Broadway guy getting $1,600 a week. 33. Let's clap for A-Rod. A-Rod.
He's 6'2". Wow, he's really tall.
Would you smash him?
Yeah, I'd smash it.
Mr. Barbie, would you smash A-Rod?
Y'all know I like the Spanish men.
Oh, that's right.
Hello. It's right up my damn alley, baby.
Right,
Come
right,
on,
Barbie.
yeah.
Right.
How you doing?
Right, no doubt.
Look, shoot.
All right, we're going to shout out the room. We're going to show y'all some love, and then we're going to call my man Jess, and we're going to do some news. We're going to get out of here. We appreciate y'all. Put a number 1 chat room if you're enjoying the show. Put a number 2 if you're not enjoying the show. Put a number 1 if you're enjoying the show. Put a number 2 if you're not. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny, Barbi.
Hey, good morning, Shawn. It's Amir.
Oh,
Hey,
Scott.
Amir.
Hey, Amir. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Yo, Jess, I'm going to call you after Amir. What's up, brother?
Everything is good. Everything is good. First of all, good morning to everybody. I hope everybody had a phenomenal weekend.
Yep.
Hello?
If you did or you didn't have the opportunity to see Barbi, she had some event this weekend where she looked incredible. So, Barbi, congratulations.
Oh,
Looked
thank you.
really, really incredible. Your
Thank
event looked like
you.
it went extremely well.
Well,
So
God bless.
congratulations on that. I literally just came in on the tail end of this conversation. I'll just say 2 quick things and I'm gonna let y'all get on with your day. First off, I watched the interview with A-Rod this weekend. He is doing major things in real estate. That's why his portfolio is so strong and he's doing so well, which is incredible. And kudos and congratulations to that guy, because according to him, he said he wants to expand that whole project by including more African Americans, especially in entertainment and so forth and so on. So kudos and props to him for that. The second thing I wanted to say, which I think is funny, we, looking at J-Lo's current situation, and there were 2 things that were said that always make me smile. The fact that they said she's a serial dater, which I'd like to believe all of us have been some point in our careers or some point in our lives, depending on who you are. And then the second thing, which I think I just heard Senny allude to, which was something along the lines of whatever happened early on, they had to grow into each other. I always bring this up because this is something that I've seen when it comes to the movies that we love so much. And that's your Love Joneses, your Love Basketball, whatever. Any black love movie that y'all could think of. It's the same thing happened in those movies. 2 people get together, start the movie, they like each other, whatever. They talk about, being together, whatever. And then they break up. And during the breakup, both of them are trying to maybe get rid of some of the crazy stuff that's happened to them, maybe learn themselves a little bit better, and or mature. It just so happens that J-Lo's in particular is in the public eye, and she happens to be in her 50s, still doing some of this stuff. But hey, everybody learns at a different pace. And I think that, we could all kind of learn from some of this. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. I'm just saying it's interesting that we see it seemingly so different when it's stuff that all of us, like I said, to some degree have been through in some way, shape, or form at some points in our lives. So I just thought I'd add that to the conversation. But, as always, thank you guys for having me on and let me contribute to the combo.
Again, I was saying that tomorrow, a critical thing on me. I was just saying that, like, a lot of Barbi just testified to the fact, a lot of us have been in, Senny surprisingly hasn't been in this situation where she's been in a relationship, the relationship broke up a few weeks later, you get back together for a few weeks or whatever, or maybe you continued the relationship. That's why I said, like, it's actually normal, to me, it's actually normal behavior. It's just, is it obsessive? Yeah. Does it? Do I assassinate her character? No. Do I feel that she's a whore? No.
Why you say it like that?
Because everybody says she's a whore. She's not a whore.
She's a whore.
She's not a whore. She's just a woman that's out here.
That's how it sound like you were saying.
This is a woman that's out here that's committed to relationships.
For real.
And you can't knock her commitment to relationships. I actually think she's a role model.
Oh, do you?
I really do. Amir,
okay.
I think she's a role model. I think if women want to go that same path as Jennifer Lopez, then go ahead. She ain't out here killing nobody. She's not out here assassinating people's characters and acting behavior, committing crimes. She's not doing none of that. You can't say what she's done. What she's done. She's entertained the world. She's done her job. She was dancing back in the days on the sitcoms, and she became a recording artist and a movie star. And Jennifer Lopez, God bless you. Now, Amir, let me ask you this question before we shout out the room. Back to the Kanye thing, Senny.
Yeah.
Are you one of those baby fathers that get bent out of shape, Amir, when the baby mother, who's an attractive young lady, is in a relationship, and introduce the kids to the new boyfriend? And then one more thing before you answer that question: all you fellas out there, you dummies, you guys are the last ones to know that all these relationships have been established while you're running around there with the new girlfriend. The ex-wife and the baby mother has already started establishing relationships with your child and the new dude. You're the last one to know, dummy. Amir.
Yeah.
Do you get bent out of shape, bro?
No, because I wouldn't get bent out of shape. I don't get bent out of shape. This version of myself, and just looking at the world. The one thing I try to do is pay attention to, how I see us react or interact to different things that we see and we come across. In the case of, like you said, there being a new guy introduced to the situation, that's where everything goes left. If you allow your emotions to override your ability to look at the bigger picture, which is if you're a father, and you're not in the home and your child's mother takes on a new person in their life, you're trying to teach your children how to respond to life and how to respond to different relationships. The best way that you could do that is to try to be as adult about it as you can and show them that sometimes in real life things won't always work out maybe the way that you anticipate and or think. So you have to try to do your best to realize that you're modeling something that your children will use later. So if you can kind of keep that in perspective, then hopefully you can make better decisions in terms of how you speak to each other, how you communicate with each other, and all the other things that go along with that, so that now your child has that kind of model to pattern themselves after as they go forward in the world. Because that's really what it boils down to. That's why all of us end up in such crazy situations, on a personal level when it comes to relationships. My mother and father used to act crazy, so I thought it was cool to act crazy.
Now hold on. I hear, we're gonna call Jesse the one shout out. I hear everything you're saying, but I got a feeling, Senny Jane Barbi Cologne, that Amir, as a younger man, was bent out of shape. He was bent out of shape. He I feel something in my spirit, Senny Jane. I think when Amir was back in the dancing days, when he was committing a lot of slongings out there, and the baby broke up with the baby mother, he saw that new dude, and I think Senny, I'm just guessing, I think Amir had a little episode here or there. My soul is saying that, Senny.
Your soul is saying it.
And Amir, if that's the case, it's okay. You've grown and you're a grown-ass man now, and you see a bigger picture in all of this. And thanks for sharing your spirit, strength, and hope, my friend.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I mean, but that's why I said I think it all depends on your it really depends on your perspective. It doesn't even just depend on your age. If you've had the opportunity to possibly have, because some of us unfortunately experience our parents breaking up at very early stages of our lives, and when you see that, there's always the cool stories. I used to go over to my mom's house, and I used to go hang over at my dad's house, or whatever, and that plays a role in how you see the world and the way the way the world is shaped to you in terms of how you're supposed to interact when it comes to relationships and certain things that go along with that. And I think that, like I said, now that I'm older, it's a matter of trying to understand, again, anything and everything that we do as adults, especially when there's children involved. Your children are watching. Right. They may not always be talking about it, but they most certainly are watching.
So when you're
setting a precedence for them.
So when you saw the new dude for the first time, how did you lose your mind? Like, was you running down the block? Did you take your shirt off and was you crying? Oh man, like, let's get into that real quick. When you saw the new dude for the first time, I don't want to bring up any any bad memory. But when you saw it, did you go into a frenzy, my friend? Was you like, what the hell is going on? What was the degree of you losing your mind, my friend?
Well, first to clear everything up, because it's funny as heck as you're saying this. That wasn't my situation. It actually was the reverse for me.
Huh?
But the point was, and the issue turned into, again, understanding that there's some level of emotion that is involved in it. And again, for me, because I'm, like I said, even back then, I always just thought to myself, this looks crazy. My daughter was a baby at the time, and we standing out here and screaming at the top of the lungs, and I'm like, what are we doing? This isn't good, healthy for you. It's not healthy for the baby, and most certainly it's not healthy for me. So I just always thought to myself, there has to be a better way to handle this.
Hold on a minute. Senny, I'm and Barbi, guys, I'm great with reading between the lines. Right. And what happened was, Senny J, and Jess, I'm getting ready to call you. Senny, Amir came over with the new chick to pick up the babies.
That might have set her off.
Amir may have been it.
Amir, CJ, Barbi Cologne, Amir came over with the new chick, with the brand new Urus, the Urus when the Urus is out, and it was her car, but he was driving. And the baby came outside, and the baby mother lost her mind. Her mind. Listen, we're gonna talk about that another day. Let's clap for Amir. God bless you, my friend.
God bless you. Y'all have a great day.
Bye, Amir. You too.
I'll tell you guys, that's exactly what happened. He ain't denying none of it.
I'm glad I never had that problem. My ex-husband and I broke up when my son was 17. So, thank God. But they grow.
But wait a minute. So you think age has something to do with it with the child?
I didn't have a problem with the whole baby mama, baby father thing.
So then let me ask you a question before. Jess, so if the child was a young boy, like 5, and the husband came over, and the husband came over with the new chick.
Shawn.
Hold on, Jess. And the husband came over with a new chick. Hold on, Jess. Okay. And Jess, hey. Just stay right there. DJ Jess on the phone. Hold on. Now, if the husband came over and the child was to pick up the child was like, boy, 6 with the new chick. Is that a problem?
No, like I said, as long as she was, treated him like she should have been treated him good like I do, I wouldn't have a problem.
But do you think that age has a part to play? Like if the boy is 5 years old, 4 years old, comparison to the boy being 17 with them picking up the child?
I haven't had a problem.
That you have a problem with?
No. At 17, I definitely would have kid. Like he damn near grown. Like he can make his own decision if he want to be around that list.
Everybody, DJ Jess on the phone. My fault, brother. Come on, let's clap for him.
Hey, good morning, Jess.
Hey, Jess. A quick man cave, man. I apologize, system. Everything was weird this morning. Everything was thrown off. Jess, why do these men? Kanye West is going into a mental institution because the baby mother's in a new relationship with the new dude, and the new dude is out in the park walking around with the new babies. I mean, with the kids. Why do baby fathers and ex-husbands have an issue with the baby mother? New man or boyfriend or whatever the relationship status is, this is a serious relationship. Why do men?
Go ahead. Because it's simple, man. It's simple. Because it goes back to that age-old saying, you never miss what you had or know how good it was till it's gone. And once somebody else is reaping the benefits that that how good it was, it messes with them. You know what I mean?
But just to me that sounds like a contradiction. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Us men, we are we leave the relationship. Everything is there for us, like you said. But we leave the relationship. We leave the relationship to get into another relationship, and then we're mad because of the reasons that you said. I don't get that.
Bro, if half the people thought the right way and understand the value, or took the relationship at face value and how good it was, you wouldn't have this issue. But you always, there's so many people that think the grass is greener on the other side when it actually ain't. And when somebody, you don't think, a lot of men, a lot of people, I don't put it just on men, they think that what they're giving is golden, and nobody else, they really psych themselves out to believe that nobody else can make that particular lady happy but them. And when they see that somebody else is making it happy, it just blows their mind, messes them totally up. Because they're sitting on that high horse, that statue of like, yo, she'll never get what I'm giving her somewhere else. When they see that, it's like, oh shit, she's happy over there. They can't handle it. Men are a lot more sensitive than they want to say they are when it comes to this stuff.
Now,
we know.
Okay, so then why is it a large percentage of men that behave this way than women? Most women are like, all right, well, you can have them, or blah, blah, blah. A lot of women say things like that.
We are losing. We lose that headache. Okay, bye.
Do you think that women, that men also overreact because they know that the woman, the ex-wife, the baby mother are done with that relationship as well? You think that plays a part in it? The rejection of the woman?
I don't know. I mean, you definitely, feel some type of way when you get rejected. Of course you do. Because, like, depending on, the circumstances, again, they feel like, as the man, you're feeling like you feel irreplaceable at the beginning. And then when you see that you're replaceable, and they happy on top of being replaced, everybody can't handle that. Any breakup, you have those moments for a few weeks. But when it goes beyond a few weeks, yeah, it really did something to you. Or you really did some bad things that now coming back to haunt you.
Jesse, why do men, Man Cave, guys, it's a late edition of Man Cave, and then we shout out to them and get to the news, get out of here. Why do men have issues with the baby mother coming over to pick up the child with the new man or the relationship that they're in?
Because mentally, they ain't moved on. They haven't moved on. And again, if this guy could be an attractive guy, he could be a muscle guy, he could be doing things, he could have a 2029 Escalade like you said.
Thank you.
And that just, nobody wants to see, like when you lose somebody, unfortunately, you don't want to see them doing better than when they were with you. That's the bottom line. If somebody upgrade, how does that make you feel?
But Senny, where's the true love at? Don't you want to see that you don't want to be with the man no more?
Like that.
But why do we feel that we don't want nobody to do better?
That's hatred.
Because it's one thing if you in the relationship. It's another thing if they in the relationship. If you decided to move on, okay, then you probably can handle that. But if she left you and upgraded, that's hard for a brother to deal with.
But then, okay, Man Cave, guys, this is a fast, rapid Man Cave. But Jesse, why do men get bent out of shape for all the reasons that you say and said? But they don't, when they get into another relationship, there's no turbulence. They go out and date, they get into another relationship, the baby mother or the ex-wife don't give a damn. Why do men don't take that in consideration?
Because I can't answer for individuals, but I'm telling you, from the outside looking in, it has a lot to do with what she brought to the relationship, and now he's not receiving it anymore, and she's looking happy with somebody else. Like he's not happy with seeing her that happy because in his mind, he's the only one supposed to make her happy.
Right.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense.
You know,
In his
she's
mind.
supposed. She ain't supposed to go to next level happiness. Come on,
Now,
like he thought she was at the pinnacle with him, but now she on next level happiness. You know, that messes with people's psyche.
now let's do the fast track before we shut out the room. We talked about T.I. Getting booed on stage. Welcome to the Man Cave, guys. It's a late edition. Barbie Cologne said, I think, Barbie, correct me, please. I think she said she shouldn't do stand-up anymore.
That's what I said.
Senny said he should. You said yes, he should do stand-up, right, Senny?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so the two young ladies in here says he shouldn't do stand-up no more. I said he continues to do stand-up. Jesse, Man Cave, guys, late edition. Jesse, what's your opinion on T.I. getting booed in the Mecca, New York City, where we don't give a damn about your superstar status?
He got the real world reality. That means he got to go back and work on his craft. That won't be. I'm sure when he first started out as a rapper, everybody didn't receive him. You know, so if that's what he wanted to do, I mean, he has his career to fall back on. This is like Michael Jordan, somewhat tried to play baseball. He still has something to fall back on. And T.I. is out there, you know, he could be bored with what he's doing. He's in a position to try everything. So, you know, he can either hang it up or he can keep trying. Eventually, he's going to figure out if it's for him or not. But, I mean, the thing about it, New York is a tough crowd, okay? And then you could have a crowd that think like some people, he shouldn't even be trying to do this. So they were ready to boo him from the door. I don't know what the set was like or anything like that. But there's factors that come into that. You know what I mean?
Do you think do you think that he should let his rap persona go or that rap person? Because you can't have that rap persona in a sense, or maybe
But
just him doing stand up. It doesn't work.
But when you've been in that game so long, that's tied to him. People can't shake that.
Right.
They can't shake that. You know? I mean, what I would do, I mean, personally, if I had like the accolades that he had and, you know, the career he had, he may have to try to tie some of that together to have, you know, a comedy career.
Now, CJ brought up a good point, and then we're gonna let you go. Thank you. She said maybe he should just host shows, produce shows, start a comedy.
I want that. I would. Because what that would do is that would keep him up there for a limited amount of time. He could do a little something, keep it tight, and keep it moving.
Yes,
it's not a whole set. It's just kind of like being in the mix. Because a few weeks ago, Roxanne Shante, she, you know, came up. She said she wasn't a comic, whatever, but she was the host. She told some stories and kept it pushing. Came back, said a story, and kept it pushing. It wasn't like she was on the spotlight to make, you know, a set and be funny. She just went up and just kind of like went with the flow from her like raps to like a story that she had and kept it moving. That would probably benefit him if he saw that.
Right.
Because I thought that was a clever move.
Because he
All right, well,
be a host, and that's it.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Jess, where can they find you, brother? Thank you so much for the Fast Track Man Club.
No worries. You can always catch me at Apollo_DJ Jess. That's APOLLO_DJ Jess.
All right, let's clap for him. Go ahead, Jess. Keep going.
And I'm now doing a midday lunch break mix from 12 to 1, and you can catch me on Envision Radio. That's all on my site, and I do a wind down mix from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. So if you want to mellow out and wind down with me, please do.
All right, God bless you. Thank you, Jess. We appreciate you. Lunchtime mix with Jess. Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Jess.
And tell your ladies to stop making these men crazy out there.
You think it's the women that's doing it?
No, they
Or
already
you think
crazy.
that they're already crazy?
It's them little things they be doing, bro.
Yeah, right. All right, thank you, Jess.
He gonna blame.
It's the
I agree with that part. You know,
Yeah, I do too.
you think, oh, she giving that to somebody else? I can't believe
It's
it.
that movie. It's the horrific
telling
movie.
you.
Yeah. That plays a
telling
part
you.
too.
You have for for years that you know was like taking you to another, blowing your mind, and now somebody else be benefiting and reaping that benefit, man.
All right, thank you, brother.
All right, have a great one.
We'll see you next Monday. Let's clap for Jess, man. Man cave. All right, let's shout out to when we got. Boy, this time is already.
Oh, where the hearts at?
In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at?
In the chat room, where the hearts at?
In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? Senny, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts?
Turn down for what?
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 For what? Hey. Barbi,
Hey.
is the chat room, is it working?
Yeah.
All right, one more time real quick. Now, you know I got to shout them.
Yeah.
It's so they're in the chat room.
Yeah, they ain't putting hearts in there.
I put the hearts in the chat room. I thought it
Right.
was off. Okay.
Shout out to Nathaniel Jones. Hey, Nathaniel. Kwani Kwan was in the building. Alan Suave McAllister. Hey, Alan. Beanie Green just popped in. What's up, Beanie? Shout out to Vanetta George. Hey, girl. Hey. DJ Cadillac Kid. Thanks for the tunes, Cadillac. Hey. And WM Dixon is here. Hey, cousin. Good morning. I see you on Saturday. His and Her Bags is in the building. What's up, His and Her Bags? Lydia George just popped in. Hey, Lydia. Good morning. Shout out to Randy Montgomery. Adrian Cato is here. What's up, Adrian? Sonia Murray is in the building. Marlene Brown is here. Hey, girl. Good morning. Shout out to Nicole Harris. Johnny Whipple is in the building. What's up, Johnny? Denise Dimitrov is here. The godfather of Solar, Tracy Ray, is in the building. What's up, Tracy? Good morning to you. Shout out to Apprentice Cox. Good morning, Mr. Robinson. Hey, boo. Natalie Wright is here. What's up, Natalie? Christina Cologne. Hey, girl. Good morning. Richard Nunn. What's up, Rich? Good morning to you. Shout out to LaShawn Haynes Jones. Kareem Williams is here. Hey, Kareem. How are you feeling? Are you better?
Christina Cologne, that's your relative, right?
Yes, she is.
From your ex, from the in-laws?
She is one of my cousin's baby mama.
She's one of your cousins' baby. Okay, one of your cousins' baby mother. On your side or?
Yes, on my side. My mother's nephew, her baby mom.
And her name is Cologne?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It's a popular last name, Shawn.
It really is in the Hispanic community.
All right.
I know. Somebody asked me that too. That's your cousin? No, that's Carlos's family. She don't even know Carlos.
Well, you would know that would be a
Right.
valid question. That's why I'm asking too.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
All right, there you go.
I even asked, like, girl, who you know? Look, making sure we ain't related twice.
Well, God bless. She's been listening to the show, right?
Right, she been here hard. Right, I
Whoa,
invite her in.
Whoa.
Sean, don't start.
Start with the hard. That ain't happening for
Sean,
you.
mind your business. You're right. Mind your business. But you ain't got to tell everybody.
You ain't had no hard in a minute.
It's all right. But you ain't got to. I told you, stop telling my business. You ain't got to
Senny
keep
as
telling everybody.
I ain't had no hard. Y'all even had the letter H in your hard. Nothing hard over there.
I got a feeling it's coming soon.
Whoa, that ain't happening no time soon. That haven't happened in a whole season unless you sitting there tucking into that drawer. That next to the bed, that nightstand over there, that bottom drawer.
Sean, stop being disrespectful.
Ladies, where do you keep your equipment? In the bottom drawer or the top drawer?
Gotta keep it close because that top one.
You got to keep it on the bottom drawer.
Now that top drawer, you need it close.
No.
The bottom one too
That's
far
right.
over, you gotta reach too far
That's
down.
right.
Make sure you keep them batteries on deck. I'm about to get stock in double A's and Duracell.
Every morning.
Shut
Every freaking morning.
Take the edge off.
You're so greedy.
Shut up.
Where you get your
As soon as you put the,
Right, we gotta get out. We gotta pre-start our morning. That's how we.
Can't depend on these men.
Right, we come in so happy.
Right.
Because we here laughing.
Every 5 minutes.
Beanie Green said under the pillow. Okay, Beanie.
Cousins
okay,
under the
girl.
pillow. You a
Damn,
freak.
girl, she wanted immediately and
That's
reach.
right.
She like, okay, I need
That's
that.
right. She knocking down the door to get to that thing. Ladies, put a number one if you.
Oh, Adrian, thank you. They got them on sale at CVS. How much they cost?
Oh,
CVS.
Let me go by CVS on my way home. I think I'm running
Barbie,
low,
your
too.
women are out of control. I came home one day and
So you about to tell your business.
I came home one day. I was going to the bedroom doors closed. I just heard bzzz. I didn't even open the door. I was like, you know what, just whatever. I'll just go out. I heard bzzz. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just let her rock out.
No, you should have took that daggone Viagra and joined it.
No, I was good. We ain't doing that.
I don't. Shout
Ladies,
out.
put in the number one chat room. You bzzz.
Whatever.
Christina Cologne, are you bzzz?
Shout out to Wendy Gonzalez. What's up, girl?
I know Wendy up there. Bzzz.
Rail, Mr. Sensational. Holla is here. Hey, Rail. Good morning.
Cindy, when the last time you bzzz? Look at her face.
Right. Marcus, Mr. One Emoji Johnson is here. Hey, Marcus. Good
She
morning.
said she has
you.
under her pillow.
Under her pillow.
Damn.
Baby.
She ain't black.
Girl, LaShawn Hayes Jones, that shower head. She said, say the batteries and you shower head. Girl,
Oh
that
my
is wasting
God.
my time.
Ugh.
That is a waste of my time. Girl, that is a waste of time. What is that going to do? Nothing but make me mad.
You got them shower heads that got like 10 different settings for Sean.
I do,
You got to
but-
click, click, click,
Yeah,
click.
you
Word.
switch. Yeah, girl, I think it's wasting your time.
hilarious.
Shower.
She take the shower head off the nozzle and go to work. I ain't mad at it.
Shout out to you, LaShawn.
Oh,
Get it
yeah.
how you live.
Damn.
You said get it how you live.
Easy, quick and easy.
Well, maybe y'all should try that. I don't know.
It's a waste of time.
I hear that.
Shout out to Dila. What's up, girl? She said her hubby threw her business away. The white girl, tell him buy you a new one.
Yeah, because she was probably out of control.
Oh well, if he was in control and doing his job, he wouldn't have to have a business.
but us
so,
men,
well.
us men, we ain't going hard like that all the time. We ain't got no time for that.
Whatever.
Half
y'all
us
better
black
have
men are
time.
just we got health issues. We just
All right,
listen
when
up.
we
We're not
start
doing all that.
Exactly.
And get inside, dude. We don't want to hear y'all mouths.
Well, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But we can't perform but so much. I'm just keeping it real.
Well. Then
know what I mean?
don't get upset when we have somebody who can perform. We gonna get little young boy over here who be ready
God.
and drop dime. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
get another.
Okay.
Who else is in
Shout
there?
out to Bernadette Wilson. Hey girl, good morning.
Hey, Bernadette.
Bernadette, are you? Bzzz?
Danielle Williams is here. Hey girl, hey, good morning.
Danielle. Bzzz. Danielle, when the last time you? Bzzz?
Shout out to Tricky Lewis. What's up, $20 Tricky? Hey.
Hey, Tricky.
Younger Nut is here. What's up, Younger Nut? Good morning to you.
I ain't even mad at y'all.
You should.
You can't be.
Right, you can't be.
I ain't even mad.
If you can't perform, then she gotta do.
But
what
even
she
if you
gotta
can perform, women, y'all just y'all
Because
just out of
men be
control.
doing it just as much. Y'all
Right.
you don't have to make noise when you're doing
That's
yours.
all.
Yes, we do.
You don't have to.
Soon
You
as
don't
we
have
done, we
nobody.
like,
Nobody knows what you're doing.
Right, you hear
except you
ours.
and yourself.
Right.
You yourself and your little phone with your little Pornhub on it.
Duh.
So please.
Y'all do the same thing.
The
Not as much as y'all.
Men be like this.
Tracy, I
Duh.
do not. Tracy go say, Barbie, I was trying to make a slave out of a dude. That is lies. For you lying from the pits of hell.
No time for that. Who else?
I
is
got
there?
right.
No time for all
Shout
that.
out to Elise Scott. What's up, Lee?
All that.
People should be doing it. It keeps everybody safe and keep everybody happy.
Right.
They should be teaching it in school.
Lynette Shorter just popped in. Hey, girl, hey, good morning. Shout out to Diane Hall. We said a Diane Hall. What's up, Diane? Hey, girl,
Diane, when the
hey.
last time you? Bzzz.
Shout out to Jess B. What's up, Jess? Good morning.
Jess, when the last time you?
Jess.
Bzzz.
Brian Martindale is here. Hello, Brian.
That's
Good
my
morning
guy
to
from the Bronx,
you.
BX.
Shout out to Will Robbins. Hey, Will. Good morning.
That's my guy.
Darren Taylor is here. Good morning, Darren.
That's the homie.
Shout out to Lakeisha Berglund. What's up, Lakeisha?
Letitia, when the last time you? Bzzz.
Lynette Serrano is here. Hey, girl. Here's your tea, darling. Good morning.
Lynette, when the last time? Bzzz.
Daryl Lyon is here. What's up, Daryl? Good morning. Shout out to DJ Ro. What's up, Jerome?
There's
Hey.
no disputing the fact that every woman that's listening to the show definitely has equipment. Continue on.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I ain't mad. I'm
What
not
you
mad.
gotta do it.
I'm not mad at you.
Shout out to Amir Sealy. What's up, Amir? Thank you for calling in. And DJ Jazz, the Man Cave. You guys are the other names that I have seen that you want to get shouted out with.
Yes, and I'm sorry, I was reading. I want to shout out one of our listeners I met over the weekend. He's been listening for like 2 years. He's a creeper, big time. But his name is Rob Moody. Shout out to you, Rob.
Hey,
it was his
Rob.
birthday this this past weekend, and he says he listens all the time on his way into New York, and his friends at work listen and everything like that. So shout out to you, Rob.
Come in the chat room and
Okay,
say
yeah.
hi so we can talk to you guys.
You watch it right on your phone. Just come in,
Right.
Rob. I
I
told you I was
mean-
going to shout you out today. I remembered in the haze of everything that was Saturday, but shout out to you.
Well, amongst the thousands of folks that just creep and listen, we appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
And that's the way you listen to the show. It's all good, bro. But thank you for the acknowledging that fact
No,
to
I-
Senny J. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
on
I
that.
told because
Thanks,
he
Cindy.
made like a big thing with He's like, yeah, and I sometimes he'll post in the group, but he was going on about he is such a listener every day, every morning.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So shout out to you,
So you
Rob.
get your morning started.
Yeah, I met a lady
Yes.
yesterday too. She said, "Oh my God, I watch you. You are on the show." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I watch you." I said, "Well, come in the chat room." My name is Tina. Hey, girl, shout out to you.
Yes, we
Rob, how
appreciate
many?
you guys.
Rob, your lady. Bzzz,
Yeah, I know his lady, and she
bzzz.
does.
She does. She does. Senny? Bzzz.
I don't know how frequently, but you know.
All right. Let's-
Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
All right. Let's get. You got time for a story, Senny, or you done?
I mean, yeah, I'm done.
I
I mean, I don't really.
You done?
I mean, there's so much news. How do you just pick one?
All right. Come on. Let's go. Quick news story. Go ahead. Someone pace news. Senny J. What you got?
Quick
Just
one,
hurry up.
quick one. So we out. We can be out.
Now, you
Well-
haven't had a quick one in a minute.
Well,
Yes, I
actually,
did. Yes, I did with myself.
I'm actually gonna do this story because I feel
I
like
sympathize.
it's
all
not
right.
getting
You gotta
enough
do what you gotta
attention.
do.
And I want some answers regarding it. This is regarding an Instagram influencer and her boyfriend. An altercation inside a Miami high-rise between an Instagram influencer, her name is Courtney Taylor, and her boyfriend turned deadly over the weekend. Authorities responded on Sunday to One Parasio Residences, which is a luxury apartment building in the city's Edgewater neighborhood. This is in Miami. To reports of a stabbing. When they arrived on the scene just before 5 p.m., they discovered 27-year-old Christian Obumsali. He's African, suffering from a knife wound to the chest. He was rushed to Jackson Memorial Hospital's Ryder Trauma Center, where he died a short time later. It was just 1 week before his 28th birthday. Obumsali's girlfriend, identified by friends as 25-year-old Courtney Clenny, was also located at the scene and interviewed by law enforcement. They believe the violence was triggered by a domestic dispute. The preliminary investigation determined that both Mr. Obumsali and the female had been involved in a physical altercation. In a video obtained, it reveals the bloody consequences of the violent fight. It shows a blonde woman in a blood-covered bra and cut-off sweats, and she's seated on the floor of the apartment in handcuffs, and she has blood all over her. They have alleged that she goes by Courtney Taylor online. She has more than 2 million Instagram followers and is a popular OnlyFans model. Friends said that Obumsali and Clenny lived together in the luxury apartment building, and they had just moved to the area from Texas within the last couple of years. They also confirmed that the pair were in a relationship, but that it could often be volatile. Neighbors had said they had a clear view of the couple's apartment, claimed things recently seemed off between them, and that she was actually the one getting physically abused. Others said authority had previously been called to the building to resolve their domestic disputes. She was taken into custody after the stabbing and repeatedly threatened to kill herself. She was then detained under the Baker Act, which allows law enforcement as well as doctors and mental health professionals to commit a person to a mental health treatment center for up to 72 hours if certain violent or suicidal tendencies have been displayed. She hasn't been arrested, and she was released
Yep.
from the mental institution.
Yeah.
And she hasn't been nothing.
No
Nothing has been done to her. No, they're saying it's under investigation. No investigation is going on, and this man is dead.
All right. First, wait a minute.
And she was just sitting out partying on the weekend. But yo, you crazy girl. Bye.
Wait a minute. So, thank God for Jesus.
Thank God for him.
So they got into. So she's the influencer or him?
She is.
Okay. So she she stabbed him with a knife in the chest.
Yeah. all
Boy, that
over.
could be horrific. And then he died later, but so he knew that thing was in his chest and he was out of here. Boy,
Well.
mine would I sympathize with that. Boy, that must be something. Well, he won't. He's gone now. But that could be scary. Now, they also have history of abuse, right? That's what you just said?
Yeah, supposedly the police have been called out there numerous times.
So these are
Domestic
Babylonians or black
situation.
folks?
A Babylonian woman and a black guy.
Oh, boy.
Exactly.
Well,
Didn't like black women either.
who didn't?
Yeah,
who-
he has Twitter comments of talking about how he prefers the lighter variety.
Well.
Now he don't like us. We loud. We this, that. and
Okay,
the third.
well,
guess what?
well,
Oh well, look who killed you, buddy.
Well, then that
I'ma
means
sit this one out.
that means his prophecy has been fulfilled. So you can't be mad at him for that.
I ain't mad at him.
Now, if he was the abuser throughout this relationship, this dude, and she put a freaking and color has nothing to do with domestic violence. If he was abusing her, beating her ass, and she took a knife and can prove it and killed him, she should be released out of jail. If that's the case.
Well,
now, if
yeah,
that's
but in
not
order
the
to
case,
do that, though, she has to be arrested and interrogated.
Right, but they didn't do that.
Which none of that is happening to her, which
Well-
is the bigger problem
Well-
as to why. What about this?
What's the problem?
The black woman. Also,
the
there's another
problem?
story about Connecticut. And I did her story, Lauren, and she met a guy off of Tinder, a white man. He came to her home. Supposedly, she went outside. Then she went back in her room, and then next thing you know, she's bleeding from the nose. He puts her in the bedroom, and he leaves. Police come. He actually called some police friends.
His friends,
Then. Then the police, they came over first. Then the police came over, and he's out walking free. We have not heard anything about this
Right.
man being charged.
He's a Babylonian?
Yes, he's a
But see,
Babylonian
again,
man.
you
Black
said-
woman dead.
But you just said a second ago, and I'm surprised that you said that. You was like, what's the surprise? It's the
But it shouldn't be a surprise because we're still talking about this.
The Babylonians, the Nordics, I call them Navians, short for Scandinavians. They always got a leg up on the criminal justice system. We know this. We know this. It happens from time after time after time, especially in the criminal system, Cindy J, especially with police officers and victims of black crime with the Babylonians. Why would you think that this situation would cause any kind of immunity?
It's the same thing. We're in 2022.
It's the same card
Girl.
that the Babylonians have throughout the generations and throughout law. I'm not surprised that this
Right.
Babylonian woman didn't get arrested. I'm not surprised that she didn't get interrogated like first 48. This doesn't surprise me. And I'm shocked that it surprises you that is so consciously aware of what's going on here in this country between the blacks and the Babylonians.
Just because it's status quo doesn't mean that it's not upsetting, and it
Of
doesn't mean
course.
that something needs to be done to stop
But
it,
that's
and that more
something
people should
different.
be outraged about it.
Exactly.
You just can't keep looking at things and being
But
like,
that's
oh,
different.
well, it's
That's
going to happen.
That's a feeling. I'm talking about the crime itself.
So
Well,
the girl
yeah.
is
That's a feeling, and your feelings, Cindy J, are granted. Of course,
Well, that's
I
why
feel
I'm
the same way.
upset.
But I'm talking about the criminal side of this.
Let me ask you a question. The girl in Connecticut, that was her first time meeting him at her home.
Yeah.
Well, and that's unfortunate,
It was
Barbie
like their
Clone.
first date.
That's unfortunate
Okay,
too.
well, why would you bring him to your house the first time you meet this damn man?
But at the same
yeah.
time, it's
See,
not.
that's stupid on your end, girl.
And I get it, but
Yeah.
because of her stupidity, that doesn't mean she could have to lose
No,
her life.
I'm not saying that you have to lose your life because you're stupid. No, that's not what I'm saying. But you have to take all precautions. As a female, we
Of
have
course.
to do better than that. I would never bring a man to my home the first time I met him.
Yeah.
We're going to meet in public, and that's that.
Well, she made a deadly mistake, but she stood again. She shouldn't have lost her life. But in this case here, and if you, what about the video we saw recently of the football player? The retired football player, CJ, he was dragging the Babylonian, dragging this chick around the house. The Babs are gonna be.
This is the bad.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Babs.
That's why I'm here. I'm a creator. The Babs, right? They
We need
have
to
a
get on the
leg
shirt, the
up on
bags.
this situation. Cindy, your feelings are granted, and I sympathize with your feelings in this
We
case.
all know the
My
law
whole thing is this: you
is
know
for
what it
them.
is. And if this dude, what did he look like? And then you're assassinating.
know.
You're
The
you're
one,
assassin-
he ain't even know all that to be talking
Cindy,
about
get
black
one
women
quick.
with
Get
his
another quick
behind.
story real quick. And then the black man who, oh my God, you're disrespecting the black women and assassinating their character and prejudging the black women. Who are you? I mean, that's your opinion, but this is not factual, sir. So you got you the Babylonian, and the Babylonian killed you. Like I said in the beginning of this, you have met your prophecy, sir. You was taken out by a Scandinavian.
Oh, well.
I applaud you, sir. You have reached your ultimate goal.
I ain't
You
saying
smacked the Babylonian, and she put a knife in your chest, and you're out of here, and she's at a party. Boy, that was a waste of time.
Hey,
You're 29 years old, and now you're in the ground or wherever they cremate, wherever you are, you with your guards.
yeah, well, that's what he wanted.
And I'm sorry, I can't sympathize with you because there's a long
And I'm
record. I don't sympathize with men or women, but let's stick with the men with long domestic violence battery charges. And then all of a sudden, the wife or the girlfriend kill you. I don't sympathize with you. I'll come right to your funeral, see, and I'll say right in your coffin, that's just what your ass get. That's just what you get.
Oh, well.
You sitting there, use this woman as a punching bag. She took a 10-inch knife, the knife she used every day to slice that chicken breast over there from the Giant supermarket. And she took that knife, because she was familiar with that one, and put it right in your chest. With 2 million followers. Now that's going to go up another 2 more million followers. And she's going to be right back on Instagram. Stay away from her, fellas. Because if you smack this chick, she going to put a knife in your chest.
Okay.
What else?
Well, even if they were even fighting, like, what if this was like premeditated, like some weird stuff like
That's a
that?
possibility. It could have been.
Premeditation.
If somebody hitting on me, I'm not going to stay and let you keep hitting me. You
CJ,
got one time.
CJ,
What
wake-
if she
might
was
hit
the
me.
one hitting him?
CJ,
That's
She seems
possibility
real
too.
aggressive.
She does.
Cindy J, wake up and smell the coffee. This is a Babylonian run society. Look at this guy. Oh, that's her? And that's him? That's both of them. Look. Cindy, boy, I am so surprised at you this morning.
She could have been aggressive.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. The Babs win.
She could have left.
The
If
ba-
he was so bad,
Right, why-
there
why
was a
stay?
new relationship. They weren't together for years.
Oh my God.
You got all these resources. You probably making money. You got 2 million followers. Go be with somebody else,
Right.
girl. Leave.
And then we go back to domestic violence where it's just not that serious. We hear time after time where the victim is terrified to leave a situation. Boy, do we seem to forget because we're so freaking polarized. Domestic violence folks are scared to leave. They sit there and they get their asses whipped. I'm sorry for saying it that way. And they're scared to leave. So what are we talking about here? And this woman is a Babylonian, a Bab, and she got away with this. And regardless if she was the aggressor or not, whether it was premeditated, the law is on the side of the Babylonian.
We know
what
that.
do we know?
Oh, we know
But you're
that.
right, Senny. You should feel frustrated. I feel frustrated while you saying the show. I get that part. But they will. If they, the only way she's going to jail, if we see a video, right? Remember when they shot the man and the Cleveland police officer shot that man while he was running and shot him in the back, and that dude happened to take videotape, because if they don't have any videotape, this woman
Right.
is not going to jail. And people who following her for Instagram for 2 million, unfollow her. What else? Shane?
Yeah. A
And be careful. Them knives. You know you women know how to sling these knives. Just threw that thing. She was blanked out and put it right in his chest. He was done. I know when he hit the ground, he was like, oh, man. He literally said, bitch, you're killing me.
Shawn.
Where do you think that term came from? A woman was killing that. He laid down there. She said, "That's Barbi. Why you think I don't argue with my wife or any woman? I'm not taking that stress. I'm not saying she's gonna stab me, but I'm saying this. I'm 57 years old. I got a 57-year-old heart. I am not stressing myself out over anything. And my last dying words are gonna be like, bitch, like I know.
Sure, you.
Bitch, you killing me.
Literally.
Literally. Go ahead, Senny.
The Texas District.
And Senny, are you following this woman on social media?
No.
Barbie, are
I
you
don't
following
follow.
this woman?
I don't barely follow any Babylonians,
Right,
to be
I
honest.
know who she is.
All right,
I
continue.
first I heard of it.
Well, Tina.
A Texas district attorney to dismiss indictment against a woman charged with murder for a self-induced abortion. You all know Texas has a ban on abortions. I think it's six or 12 weeks. You will well, we gonna say it in the story. Yeah. A Texas district attorney said Sunday that he will file a motion to dismiss the indictment against Lizelle Herrera, the woman who attracted national attention when she was arrested last week and charged with murder after authorities said she caused the death of an individual by self-induced abortion. In reviewing applicable Texas law, it is clear that Ms. Herrera cannot and should not be prosecuted for the allegations against her, said District Attorney Gocha Allen Ramirez. Ramirez said he informed Herrera's lawyer. Ramirez said prosecutorial discretion rests with District Attorney's office, and in the state of Texas, a prosecutor's oath is to do justice. Following that oath, the only correct outcome to this matter is to immediately dismiss the indictment against Ms. Herrera. It is unclear whether Herrera, who is 26, is accused of having an abortion herself or whether she assisted someone else in obtaining one. After she was arrested, Herrera was held in lieu of $500,000 bond. When she was released and secured legal counsel, activist groups protested Herrera's arrest and even sought to raise money for her legal fees. Texas passed a law last year that bans abortions for people as early as 6 weeks into pregnancy and permits private citizens to sue anyone who aids a person in obtaining an abortion, including doctors, awarding them up to $10,000 for successful lawsuits. However, pregnant people themselves are exempt from being prosecuted under the law. So, which is really weird. So the person having the abortion done can't be charged, which makes me think that this woman was maybe doing an abortion on herself.
Yeah.
Because if she attempted to help somebody, then under the eyes of the law, she should be charged.
So she did abortion on herself, and that was against the law.
Yeah.
Barbie Cologne.
You know, with those abortion pills and stuff like that. Yeah. Texas also banned those from being mailed to people.
Barbie Cologne. God bless you.
God bless you.
We knew these stories were going to start popping up. Just like when Corona happened and they wanted to check the vaccination card at the door and everybody was fighting, like the whole thing. This story is no big surprise. This is going to start happening. But your people flock to these states to live. I swear, I don't get it. Women are going to be out here. Oh, it's such a sad story. This is worse than a woman stabbing this guy in the chest. In the whole scheme of things, really, in this country that we live in, that women are going to be criminalized because they got to give themselves self-abortions? I'd rather spend a week in Ukraine.
You know you lying. You know you lying.
I would. I'd rather have a chance over there to survive than now feeling the guilt as a woman. I'm not a woman. To feeling the guilt of aborting a child, and on top of that, I'm feeling and I'm breaking the law. What? Are we really in District 9?
That's what it seemed like.
In 2020, what year is this?
Right, 2022.
That this might be a sweeping law federally, and y'all worrying about passing laws to smoke weed?
Two can happen at the same time. That's important as well.
So right.
Two things can be going on.
So we rather be more fascinated with the cannabis.
Cannabis, not the cannabis.
Then women have to go somewhere, some back alley in one of these 50 states to have an abortion and get caught and go to jail for it. Everybody, I want y'all to prepare. Senny J will be having more stories like this throughout the years because this is what it is now.
I'm sure.
What if this comes to the state of Pennsylvania?
We fighting that.
And we just nominated our first black African
I don't
American.
think the governor we got care about that nonsense. That he talking about he gonna let transgender play sports with girls.
Who is that?
Tom Wolf.
Oh, Tom Wolf.
He's the outgoing governor.
He don't care.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's something wrong with it, but we talked about that already.
Well,
So, Barbie,
hopefully
what you
he
want?
didn't do it.
So let me. So what you want? You want legal abortion in the state of Pennsylvania, or the transgender dude running with the girls?
I have legal abortion for 500 Alex.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry. Illegal. I'm sorry. Illegal.
You said it right.
Illegal.
Women's rights across the board.
Illegal.
It's my body.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Choose.
Would you rather have a legal abortion in the state of Pennsylvania, or a transgender dude running with the girls?
Illegal abortion or a legal abortion?
Illegal, because if you do it to yourself, obviously with this lady, it's criminal.
I'm neither.
No, you gotta pick one. Pick one.
I'm going to be aborting myself. Give myself abortions. That's the case.
And for the chance to go, you might go to jail.
I'll take my chances.
Wow, Senny, aborting yourself or transgenders running on transgender dude running with a female. You got one choice. And then Senny asked me the last one. Barbie said she'd rather abort herself and go to jail. Go, Senny, which one?
Taking my chances, baby.
I hear that. Senny, which one?
I would rather them. Wait, we're saying they're gonna
illegal abortions in the state of Pennsylvania, where you gotta go in a room, give yourself an abortion, and you're breaking the law, and you could go to jail, or a transgender dude running with the girls in high school. Which one? It's only just two choices.
I would rather have the transgenders running.
Ask me that question, Zane.
Shawn, would you rather illegal abortions or transgenders running with their sexes?
Well, in 82, I tried to abort myself.
Shawn, if you don't shut up. Shut up. Bye, Shawn. Bye.
I rather the you got quick news, sports, real quick, Bobby.
I know.
Okay.
I can give a quick story.
All right, hold on, pause. Senny, I'm with you. I'd rather the transgender boy run in the track team than an illegal abortion. All right, thank you, Senny. What you got in the sports, real quick, Barbie? God bless you. We're still for 20 minutes, man. We went way over time. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Barbie.
newly hired head volleyball coach at Grambling State University cuts every player from the team. So she came in and just clean house. In an unprecedented move, the college coach cut the entire roster of players from the Grambling roster, and she caught everyone by surprise, especially the players. After notifying the administration that she would make changes, she cut all 19 current players from the volleyball team. The Grambling University new head coach, the volleyball coach, her name is Chesley Lucas. Chelsea Lucas. She was hired to guide the team in February, and she did inform the school that she would make some changes. And she cut every player on April the 4th. It was her decision to make, and she got some qualified players. She said she thinks she got some better players coming on board, and if they want to play, they will have to earn their spot. So she cut every player from the team, and the university went along with it.
Well,
hey, is this what it is?
No.
A lot of players was upset because they may lose their scholarships if they don't make the team. The current players.
Well, first of all, I would fire the administration. No, you don't give this power to one individual to fire everybody. Like, who is this person? There's scholarships on the line. There's a lot going on. Then if you fire them, are you gonna pay for their school, miss? Exactly. Are you Grambling volleyball? Who cares? This is the females. Yeah. We already know what it is with women's sports. I applaud y'all for the soccer women, the soccer young ladies getting the same salary as the men. That ain't happening in volleyball.
What? This ain't even volleyball. Is it men's
volleyball? What's the name of the team? Like, who cares? Like, but so you care that much where you fired everybody? You ran it by the administration. There's something wacky going on with that too. If you would have said you'd have made some changes and didn't tell me that you fired the whole team, I'm firing you. There is no way in hell that You have, regardless if you're the worst volleyball player or not, Barbie Cologne, to get a scholarship to play volleyball is a great achievement because nobody cares.
Somebody
and Scrambling University.
They gave her a scholarship. Somebody cares.
And Scrambling University, Lord knows what the tuition is per year at that school. Thousands and thousands of dollars.
Right, thousands of
so
dollars.
what about the scholarship for the kids, young lady? You don't care about that? They got to earn their spot on the volleyball team where there is no career for volleyballing?
Right. It's just a way to get them through college for free or cheap.
Barbie, who's the top, before we leave, who's the top earning female African-American volleyball player? Who is that person?
Let's see.
Who is the person? Man, miss, I will fire you so fast it wasn't even funny. How much is Grambling University worth? How much money is made? How much does the chairman of the board make? You're going to take a 17-year-old or 21-year-old African-American woman scholarship away because you don't like the way they play?
Well,
Senny, on a career, this woman black?
Yes.
See?
She is.
See? Is Grambling University a predominantly black school?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Boy, we are power tripping like Kanye West.
Well, I mean,
how many volleyball players? Who is the? You see how you Barbie Cologne, but you see how this doesn't make sense. Yeah. It doesn't. Why would you do that to a young lady, Senny J, that been playing volleyball all since her mother and father, was lived their volleyball dreams?
There's only 6.8% of African Americans or black ethnicity basketball players in college. Most is 78% white.
The volleyball
players.
And who's the top earning volleyball player?
Let's see. Top earning. Right.
Who's that? Who's that person? Because if the top volleyball players, Senny J, African American women are making millions of dollars, then I could see you justifying firing everybody because there's too much on them. But black folks, sometimes we do it to ourselves.
Yeah, well.
And Barbie Cologne, before we leave, what's Senny? Help me out. What's the volleyball team? What's their record last year? Didn't COVID shut down everything a year and a half ago?
2020.
Wasn't collegiate sports and everything was canceled? Didn't some of these universities give hardships, Senny, for seniors because they canceled the season?
Yeah.
And you got the nerve enough with your punk ass volleyball, and how she look? This coach. You're probably a man.
No, she's pretty.
Let me see what she look like. I don't like this person.
Well,
now I can see, and then you're gonna tell the other.
She thought she had.
You're gonna tell the other students that have scholarships that their scholarships are in jeopardy.
The average basketball player makes $73,000 a year, and a black makes $68,000.
And what about the volleyball players?
I said that. Yeah.
The average woman.
The average woman is 73, but the average black woman is 68. So it's like a little difference.
The average black woman makes how much?
$68,000. Like
playing volleyball?
More. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Right. A little bit more than you thought, huh, Shawn?
Oh yeah, she fine as hell.
Yeah, that's why she's pretty.
Well. So
that's why they let her do whatever.
Right. That's why they let her do it because she killed.
All right, thank you, Barbie. Grambling University, my God. What was their record real quick? I just want to know. What was the Grambling volleyball teams?
And they said they didn't get to practice that much.
Yeah, they practice that much. So that's why I understand why she cutting everybody.
Yeah,
y'all didn't get to
exactly.
practice a whole lot. You should have waited a season, played with the team you had, and then the following season, whoever didn't make the cut or didn't perform to your standards, then you could have cut them or had new tryouts to bring in new players. But to come in off the bat and just cutting everybody.
Is he a new coach?
To Grambling, yeah.
Oh, my God. Wow, she should get her ass whipped.
I'll be waiting outside and I lost my damn scholarship.
Right.
Me and my mama.
Right. like you don't think of that?
And let me call my mama crying. Like, Mom, she fired everybody. Okay, now you got to pay $75,000.
A year.
Right. My mother was like, baby, I'm all the way. I'm all the way, baby. It's only me and your cousin. So, like, we gonna meet that B outside. Sure enough.
Well, everyone, it's a sad story. All right, thank you so much. All right, guys, we're out of here. See you tomorrow. Barbie, thank you for that story. That was unbelievable. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, y'all.
Because I'm just... all right. What's the wait a minute, Barbie?
The tuition. She was with University of Pine Bluff and Alcorn University, where she coached for 3 years, and her record there was 37-44. Right.
She's still.
So I mean, she was okay for
37-44. That's a losing record.
No, I'm just saying. I guess for them, and Grambling probably was worse. Let me see if they don't have Grambling.
Senny, real quick, what's the tuition at Grambling University with non-scholarship? What is it? What I want to know. I need to know this.
Probably like
30,000. I want to know. I want to know this. I don't like this woman.
Well, the girls, they can just leave.
They're good.
$98,000
for a 4-year. It's a 4-year price tag. A little over $98,000.
So it's $25,000 a year.
Yep.
Wow.
$24,655,000 for 10 Grambling University.
Oh boy, you gonna get your ass whipped.
That's why me and my mama will be outside waiting for her ass.
So, head coach, who's supposed to pay for this? The students.
Right. These kids got scholarship. These babies can't afford that.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, y'all.
Big shout to my son, Big Homie Hill. I see you.
To the street and doing it strong.